Pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious Brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and match your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
It's time to find out what's on the mind of the Thunder head coach. Here's the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
OKC takes a 1-game-to-none lead into Game 2 tonight at Paycom Center as they soldier on in the Western Conference Finals against the Timberwolves. We're joined by head coach Mark Dagnall inside the building. Mark, what most stood out to you off of your team's performance, the ebb and flow of Game 1 to win it by 26?
I just thought, in a game where we had a hard time getting traction in the first half for whatever reason, a number of reasons, we hung in there. Our defense kept us close enough in the game that we were just like one run away from a lead. And I always think in a game like that, it's easy to forget how important that stretch of the game is. Just when you go down, whatever you go down, to not let the game get away from you. And we did a good job of that. And then in the second half, we played better. Obviously, we were able to stretch the lead, but tonight's a new night.
How heartened were you on Tuesday to be down only 4 at halftime, given the elements you just laid out? That late spurt of 6-1 seemed to set you up well for the second half.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, those stretches are massive when the game's kind of, not going your way and the wind's in your face. It's like that's part of being a really good 48-minute team. It's not just about the runs that you make, but it's, when you're taking your punches, can you stay on your feet? And I thought we did a nice job of that the other night.
The bench provided you a huge boost, as it has throughout the course of your outstanding regular season run and thus far in the playoffs. And Kenrich Williams specifically, Mark, not getting much run in postseason, was so ready and professional when he was called upon in the first half and the second half of Game 1. What sort of message is that to the guys around him, given the throes of the magnitude of that game and that moment and how he stepped up?
I just think you see Dort make all those shots in Game 5 after, kind of a tough series. In the Denver series, you see Jay Will, the way that he provided energy in Game 2, Wiggins in Game 4 with Caruso and Cason Wallace, and then K-Rich in Game 1. I mean, those are they're not only impactful performances for the team, but they're also impactful emotional performances for the locker room because of exactly what you're saying. It just reinforces that anybody can help us win a game at any moment. And so it motivates guys, hopefully, to be ready for their moments and to be ready to step up when their number's called or when they have an opportunity. And he did an unbelievable job the other night.
I know it's all about the present, readying for Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, but the last 2 days have been pretty extraordinary for the organization. Shea named MVP, the third MVP in this organization's history, and then today, Lou Dort finally receiving long overdue recognition as a first-team all-defensive selection. J-Dub was second. How do you reflect on the honors those three guys walk away with as a result of the effort and the work they put in this season?
I'm happy for them, obviously individually. Shea, has just been on this amazing trajectory that he's still on. This is not an endpoint for him by any stretch, but, he's on an amazing trajectory. He's earned it. He's worked incredibly hard. He's also been an unbelievable teammate, unbelievable organizational partner, has contributed to our environment. I mean, the invisible things that he brings to our organization are hard to speak about. And Dort, obviously a long overdue honor for him. That I'm certainly happy for. I love watching how hard his teammates push for him to get that award this season. And Dub's a player that has just, filled a lot of gaps for us this year. People forget, but early in the season we were without, 2 of our centers or all of our centers at different times. And his contributions during that time to be able to maintain success as a team during that time was a huge part of our overall success. So couldn't be happier for them. I think it speaks to team success. The fact that there's downstream effects of that is very powerful inside of our walls, and a great honor for all those guys.
In winning Game 7 against Denver Sunday and then electrifying defensive effort against Minnesota in Game 1 of the Western Finals, you strung together a couple of games where the numbers reflect how intense and relentless you've been defensively. How important will that component be for you in this series moving forward as well?
We just defensively, you're never going to stay in a constant state of anything in a 100 possession game, 2 ends of the floor. We're going to play 100 possessions of defense tonight. You don't play all 100 at a perfect level. The trick is how many of those 100 can you play with maximum execution, maximum effort, maximum focus? And we stacked a lot of possessions in those games. And so that's our challenge every night. You know, tonight is game 2. It becomes the most important game. To be the best version of ourselves in as many possessions on both ends as we can.
You picked up traction against their man-to-man defense as the night wore on in game 1 and scored at a high level with 70 in the second half. Do you expect them to shift things up and show you the zone you saw from them in the regular season tonight?
Maybe. You know, we don't go in guessing. We try to be prepared and then, present and reactive, in the games. It's less about trying to guess. We try not to overthink the games. We can't control what defense they play. We can't control what lineups they play. We can't control their schemes. And so we focus on what we can control. And then if they're out there in a 2-3 zone, what we can control is our zone offense at that time, and then we'll be ready to go.
The final element, lay out a couple of keys for us with what you've got to bring to win game 2.
I just think initial energy and edginess on both ends of the floor, understanding we can expect probably a faster version of them, both in terms of pace in their actions, ball movement, and we've got to be ready for that. We can't get caught off guard by that. They're going to come ready to come in swinging. This is a prideful team, a good team that at their best, that's how they're playing. And so we've got to be ready for that. And then offensively, continue to be intelligent with our attacks, recognize what they're doing, where our advantages are, play to them, and stack possessions over the course of 48 like we always do.
Good luck in game 2, Coach.
Thanks, Matt.
It's Mark Dagnall, Thunder, and the Timberwolves coming up. Second game of this best-of-7 series. The Western Conference Finals coming up in Paycom Center with the starting lineups next. This is Thunder Basketball.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation.
And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man.
But regular you knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet.
Vacation You and regular you really need to get on the same page.
So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Thunder Basketball is sponsored by Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. And MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's game time. Now the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, brings you the starting lineups. Sponsored by Kia, movement that inspires. This is Oklahoma City Thunder Basketball on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Moments ago, Adam Silver presented Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the Michael Jordan Award, and trophy, which is responded to the Kia 2024-25 Most Valuable Player Award, the third player in Thunder history, is Shai, to lift that trophy.
and that lit this place up inside Paycom Center. A raucous crowd on hand for Game 2. Thunder fought hard to earn home court advantage in a Western Finals. They're going to go out there tonight and maintain what we saw in Game 1, a 26-point rout of Minnesota, in order to take a 2-0 lead to Minneapolis for Game 3 2 nights from now. Chris Finch, Minnesota's head coach, 28-20, his mark in this his 4th consecutive playoff appearance. One-time All-Star Mike Conley at the point, 6 feet 175, an 18th-year man from Ohio State, averaging 7 points, 4 assists in the playoffs. 3-time All-Star Anthony Edwards at the shooting guard at 6'4", 225. 5th-year pro from Georgia, pumping in 26 points, pulling 8 rebounds, doling out 5 assists, top 20 in 4 different categories in the playoffs. Jaden McDaniels fouled out in Game 1. He's the best perimeter defender the Wolves have at 6'9", 185. At the small forward spot in his 5th year from Washington, averaging 14.5 points a game, 6 rebounds in the playoffs. Power forward is 3-time All-Star Julius Randle, who led the Wolves in scoring with 28 in Game 1. He's 6'9", 250 in his 11th year from Kentucky, averaging on the playoff run 24 a night. And 7-time All-Star and now 8-time All-Defensive selection, Rudy Gobert, a 2nd-team All-Defensive selection, man's a middle at 7'1", 258. In his 12th year from France, averaging 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks. Now it's time for you to meet the Thunder starting 5 for Game 2 inside Paycom Center.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2, point guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai, grinding left now. Steps away, fires an off-balance one-legged 13-foot jumper. It goes, and he's hacked in the yak by McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander played the role of Houdini.
Jalen Williams, number 8, small forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dub has it. Down the lane in transition, blows by Randall, thumps the 2-hand send down.
Dort, number 5, guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dort tees up a rainbow 3 that's up. And in! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Ooh, comes through.
Isaiah Hartenstein, 55, center, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mason lobbing. Hartenstein gathers, thumps. A 2-hand rim rocker. OKC from 8 down to within 2.
Holmgren, number 7, athlete, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Sends it to the rim and misses, but Holmgren's there to bat in that follow. As Shai set him up, drawing 2 defenders.
This is Mark Dagnall, and we are the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dagnall in his 2nd run in postseason as a head coach, 15-7 his record. His club 6-1 at home this season. The one blemish coming in Game 1 against Denver in the Western Semis by 2 on that late Aaron Gordon long ranger. The Thunder have been dominated at home during the playoffs, outscoring their opponents by nearly 24 a game. Lou Dort, J-Dub, both honored as premier defenders in the NBA as they were selected 1st and 2nd team on the all-defensive squads. For Lou, a first-ever honor at 1st team. J-Dub, off of his first All-Star season, picking up 2nd team honors. Wolves are clad in road white for Game 2. Lighter blue numerals trimmed in a darker shade of blue. For the Thunder, it's the Oklahoma blue home uniforms. White numerals and letters trimmed in orange, yellow, and navy blue. Minnesota, as the visiting team, has the option to determine which basket they'll shoot at in each half, and they flipped from what they did in Game 1. Interesting strategy. Scott Foster, Tony Brothers, Pat Frayer, the whistleblowers for Game 2. J.B. DeRosa on hand, should he be needed. Thunder a great job establishing night-long defense against the Wolves to rout Minnesota in Game 1, but the Wolves scored only 88 points in losing to Golden State in Game 1 of the Western Semis and won Game 2 in a rout the other way by 25, never trailing. Chet and Gobert vie for the opening tip. Gobert easily back taps to Conley, and the Wolves will have the ball to begin the Game 2, opening the 4th quarter in possession as well. On the dribble weave Edwards, between the ring Conley, left wing McDaniels looking, 12 to shoot. Holmgren on him, bounces baseline to Edwards. Banging on Shai, out front to McDaniels, right wing Conley, corner right Randall. Catch shoot 3 is up, short. Leaping rebound J-Dub. Thunder trailed 8-0 in Game 1 from the start. That's a Randall miss to open Game 2. SGA gets a Hartenstein pick, wheeling to the foul line, down the lane on Gobert, spins, can't get it off. Out front to Dort, between the rings to Dub. Driving left on Conley, left wing Holmgren. Up for a 3-pointer that's online, but he back rimmed it. Neither side has been able to strike. Both attempting threes on their first thrust. Loose ball gathered by Edwards. Anthony right wing, draws a double, slides baseline. In the corner left finds McDaniels, up the sideline to Conley. Leans into a left wing open 17-foot jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Gobert, taken by Edwards. Pump fakes, drives, and lays it up on the run and lays it in. So a second crack for the Wolves created by Gobert gives Edwards his first basket of Game 2, and Minnesota a 2-0 lead. Thunder trailed in Game 7, 21-10 to begin. We're down 8-0 to Minnesota to open Game 1. Low right, Holmgren is open, spins up and in a layup. Nice down screen set by SGA. Hartenstein found him top of the key with his first assist. And Holmgren, who closed Game 1 beautifully with 9 of his 15 points coming in the fourth quarter, 13 in the second half, ties the game at 2, 1:30 in as Randall blasts left into traffic, falls down, tied up by Dort. They'll jump it up down on the Minnesota end as Dort and Dub created a clamp on Julius Randle, who had 5 turnovers in the opening game. So the Wolves want to play with quicker pace to avoid the Thunder piranhaing them into turnovers once they slow their pace with ambushes from every angle. 14 to shoot for the Timberwolves. Randle and Dort in the crouch, awaiting the toss by Scott Foster. 10:27 left in Game 2's first quarter. It's 2 apiece. Both guys awaiting the ball. It's in the air. Randle back taps twice and tipped it out of bounds. Conley thought it was off of Dort. It was not. That ball's got to be OKC's basketball. Randle tipped it twice. And it is. Tony Brothers calling it as Scott Foster got hit in the face and apparently is bleeding on that vie for the opening, or not the opening tip, but the first jump ball of Game 2 outside of the opening toss. And Foster has I believe his nose bleeding right now. He's come over to the official scorer's table. Not sure how he was contacted, but clearly received physical contact. I guess it was after the toss. Yeah, Dort's right hand came down right around his nose inadvertently. Lou's making certain his hand is okay. Right now, medical attention being paid to Foster, who has his nose being squeezed. And hopefully the blood will stop there for the crew chief, Scott Foster. 10:23 left in this opening quarter, so an early stoppage as the Thunder will get the ball, and there should be 24 on the shot clock, not 14. OKC never had possession. Looking for a place to watch Thunder playoff games? With even more opportunities to watch with us, the game's always on at Thunder Watch Zones, presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at okcthunder.com/bar network. Foster still being administered to. They put a swab, I think, in his right nostril to stop the bleeding. And we'll see if he can push forward here in Game 2. Minnesota in Game 1 made only 29 shots from the field. That was their low for the entire season. They scored only 20 points in the paint. That was their low for the entire season. They attempted 51 three-pointers. That was their high for the entire season. So the shot structure and diet for the Timberwolves, we'll see if it's dramatically different in Game 2 tonight. This is a team coming into this series that was number 2 in drives and points generated by drives in the playoffs. Not any of that worked in Game 1. Scott Foster still has a towel on his nose trying to stop the bleeding as the gauze remains in his right nostril. Now he's taking it out, and we'll see if he's able to go on. It looks like he will be. Both sides have a bucket. Wolves are 1 of 3 to begin Game 2. The Thunder 1 of 2. As for Oklahoma City, they know the scene will shift to the Target Center in Minneapolis for Game 3. That'll be on Saturday night at 7:30. And then Game 4 will be Monday night, as this is an every other day proposition. Foster maintains the gauze in his right nostril. He will stay in the game as the crew chief. Thunder will inbound, 24 on the shot clock, as they seek their first lead of Game 2. Dub, SGA, Hartenstein, Holmgren, and Dort the 5 for the blue-clad Thunder. McDaniels picks up Shea in the backcourt off of game-high 32 in Game 1. Hartenstein screens for him as he blasts and kicks to Eithart in the paint for a floating 13-foot jumper. That's good. Well done by that tandem without hesitation. SGA's got his first assist of Game 2, and the Thunder lead 4-2. McDaniels pulls up, fires on Holmgren. An angle left 18-foot jumper in and out, no good. Hartenstein wrestles the rebound away from Gobert with one hand, giving to Dub. Jalen played by Edwards. Sweeping left, now right. Elevates and fires. Fadeaway rainbow from 15 feet away. Swishes. OKC 6. The Timberwolves 2. Thunder playing with great pace to begin, scoring 6 straight. Crossing the timeline, the wily veteran Conley dishing to Edwards, driving into traffic, swooping to the foul line. Jab step, holds. Dort contains him. Edwards fed again, straight away from 28 on the shot clock. Gives to Conley, slashing left. Pounces back door, tipped. McDaniels gets it left corner, though, firing an open three-pointer that he hits. Conley took a turnover away from the Thunder, and then fed McDaniels, making it 6-5. Dub, jump passing right wing to Hartenstein, holding, drives, lobs, bad lob, it's off the backboard. Holmgren fighting to get to it, was grabbed and fouled by Julius Randle. It will be side out Thunder on Randle's first personal. 9:16 left in the opening quarter. Timberwolves making 2 of their first 5 shots, including a 3. Thunder are 3 of 4 from the field, all twos. The only tray they tried went astray to begin the night. That was by Holmgren. Dub to trigger. Gets it into SG out near midcourt, shadowed by McDaniels. Gets a Holmgren pick, stutter steps. Slides and kicks, left wing to Dort. Wide open, snaps off a rainbow 3 that's errant. Gobert doubles back and has a second rebound as the Wolves seek the lead. 3 minutes into game 2. Edwards on the handle. Dancing. Crossing over. Whips it right corner. Conley wide open for a 3 ball that's way off. Holmgren there to pluck the carom. Chet had 15 points, 9 rebounds in game 1. SGA late to strike. Working out front on Randle. Crosses over, retreats. Their isolated slot left. Shea. Dancing. Pump fakes. Steps inside of Randle. Throws it right wing to Holmgren. 8 to shoot. Cross court left to Dub. In the paint. One leg's a fadeaway. 13-foot jumper that he rips the cords on over Edwards. So J-Dub come out firing, has 4 points. It's 8-5 Thunder on a 4 of 6 shooting start. Edwards back of a Gobert pick behind the back dribbles. Slices right, kicks to Gobert, gets it back. Circles and pulls up an 18-foot stroke straight on that's good. Dort got knocked down by Gobert without a whistle as Edwards has his first bucket of game 2. 8-7 Thunder. Dub grabbed by Edwards, no whistle. Angles on the perimeter right. Shovel feeds Hartenstein top of the key. On the dribble weave, he comes wide left to Shea, dishing in the corner. Shea elevates and fires, fadeaway 17-foot jumper rattles down over McDaniels. Thunder are hot. They've knocked down 5 of 7 shots for a 10-7 lead. Conley played by Holmgren. Wants Randle. Feeds him. Left baseline. Mano on Dub. Back out front Conley. Reposts. 12 to shoot. Julius backs down across his body. Floats an errant 12-footer. Got his own miss, though. Powers on Hartenstein. Not once, but twice. Now 3 times. Walk, no whistle. Ball jabbed in the air off another miss. Gets it again. Lays it up and blows that. Shea's got the loose ball. Out ahead to Dub. Inside of McDaniels, who erases the shot. Holmgren on the loose ball. Drop steps and dishes to Dort for the layup. Thunder are quick to the ball and lead 12-7. And they negate McDaniels' block shot. Minnesota 3 of 10 to start. Conley up the right side. 7:15 left in the first. Straightens up and launches an angle right three-pointer that's on the way. Perfect. Mike Conley, not a good three-point shooter in the playoffs. Making only 32% of his threes, but he nailed that. It's 12-10. Dub blasting. Bounce speeds right baseline to Hartenstein. Push shots, a 5-footer that's short. Loose ball fought for. Shea knocks it off the body of Gobert. Or now they got a foul call on Shea for reaching in. Dub is down off the ball, hopefully okay. Rolling around right now. 6:58 left in the first. Both sides getting their licks in. Minnesota, a good job attacking the backboard as they've got a couple of second chance points. As Dub is helped up by his teammates into a timeout with 6:58 left to play in the opening quarter. Thunder 12, the Timberwolves 10 in game 2. We'll take time. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are playing excellent basketball, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and a Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/thunderup. Member FDIC.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chubb mustereds up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up, and he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on on June 14th with Josh Turner and Edwin McCain. Along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
Hey, this is Brian Geltzeiler. Wake up early with me in 2007 NBA Coach of the Year Sam Mitchell every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we break down everything NBA on Channel 86.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center where the Thunder have a 2-point lead over Minnesota, and very much like Game 1, a big early advantage in the paint for Oklahoma City, outscoring the Wolves 8-2. Here's Matt Pinto.
Thanks to our fans and a generous donation from OG&E, the playoffs raffle raised over $65,000 for the Thunder Community Foundation. Deborah L. won 4 club-level tickets to Game 2 tonight. Thank you, OG&E, for energizing the Foundation's mission to positively impact youth in the communities where they live and play. Learn more at OKCThunder.com/Community Foundation. Thunder allowing 3 offensive rebounds to the Timberwolves early in Game 2. That's a bit alarming. And Minnesota down only 2 despite the Thunder assisting on 5 of their 6 makes on a 6 of 10 shooting start. Dort and Dub collided on that last sequence. Dub is fine. He stays in. Cason Wallace inserted by OKC. Joining SGA, J-Dub, Lou Dort, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Holmgren takes a seat. It's Conley, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert, and Edwards, the starting 5, intact for the Wolves with 6:58 left in the first quarter. Oklahoma City 12, Minnesota 10. Crossing the timeline, Conley. All 5 Thunder starters have scored, by the way. Conley, bounce feeds to Randall, stepping out front, scoreless, 0-4, wide right to Edwards. Flashing left. Traveled, no call. Kicks left corner to McDaniels for a 3 that he hits. So Jaden McDaniels has made his second corner 3, and the Wolves lead 13-12. He's knocked down 2 of 3 shots, has 6 points. Face all scorers. Dub guarded by Randall. Wide left to Hartenstein. Crowded by Gobert, dishes backdoor to Shea, kicking out right wing for Lou. He wants 3. Cha-ching with under Moneyball. Dort nails it. That's SGA's second assist. Dort's first 3-pointer. It's 15-13. Lob feed in deep to Randall. Loses the ball out of bounds. And that will be the Timberwolves' second turnover. Randall was part of 5 of those in the opening game to the volume of 19 as a team, helping the Thunder to 31 points. Naz Reid denied entry, but Dante DiVincenzo does check in for Mike Conley from Minnesota. DiVincenzo couldn't get much going in Game 1. Scored 9, but made 3 of 14 shots and 3 of 12 threes. Still logged 30 minutes because he brings it defensively. 15-13 Thunder. 6:20 left in a back-and-forth initial 6 minutes as Minnesota's in a 1-2-2 zone for the first time tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander gets a screen from Wallace. Drives and kicks to Cason. Crossing over on DiVincenzo, left baseline to Dub, swooping, shoveling to Hartenstein for a floating 5-footer that he babies and misses. Edwards clears. Hunter got a great look in the teeth of the defense. Edwards back, one-on-one on Dort, isolated out front. Slashing right. Contained, drifts and kicks to Randall, gets it back between the rings. Flashes right again off the stutter step. Cross-court left corner, McDaniels open again for 3. This one short. Dort has the offside rebound given to Dub. Wolves are on 5 of 13 shooting to begin Game 2. Dub settles into the half court. DiVincenzo, the closest defender to him. Hartenstein screens to the baseline. Dub drives that way. Elevates and fires a fadeaway 10-foot jumper that he nails. So Dub under control is finding crevices, has knocked down 3 of 4 shots. He has 6 points, lead the Thunder at 17-13 OKC. McDaniels left wing, handing to Edwards. Driving for a pull-up angle left 20-foot fling that's off. Gobert tips a rebound, can't convert. Dub clears, spinning. Contained at midcourt, gives the ball to SGA. Angling left to activate for the Thunder, shoveling to Dub. Pump fakes, drives by Gobert, sets up Cason Wallace left corner. Nothing there, Gobert closes out. Up the left sideline to Shea. Comes baseline, banks up and in. A gorgeous 10-footer off balance. Gilgeous-Alexander, the SGA MVP, has 4. Thunder by 6, 19-13 on a 7-0 run. Edwards gives the ball to McDaniels, driving and kicking to Gobert. Powers to the middle, floats up a 5-footer and blows that. Loose ball tipped, Hartenstein takes it. Up the right side to Shea, 1-on-3. Shea to the right baseline on DiVincenzo. Behind the back dribbles. Working the low post. Shea banging. Swipe that. In deep. Pump fakes and fades. The baseline. Bank shot of beauty from 10. SGA on it. 3 of 3 shooting. Thunder by 8 on a 9-0 burst. Shea with back-to-back connections as Dub knocks the ball from behind Randall out of bounds. Thunder bringing enormous energy to begin Game 2. I think they recognize the magnitude of this game. If they go up 2-0, they're in command going to Minneapolis for Games 3 and 4. Randall out scoreless with 2 rebounds. Naz Reid in to replace him. Reid was limited to 1 of 11 shooting in Game 1, 0 of 7 on threes. Minnesota scoreless the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Down 8. Edwards off the inbound near midcourt. Gives the ball to DiVincenzo, curl cutting into the paint, lays it up on Holmgren off the right side and lays it in. That's a strong move over the shot blocker. Pulls the Timberwolves within 6 at 21-15, ending the run. It was 9-zip. Shea top of the key. Blasting kicks to Holmgren. Pump faking on the wing, Holden. Up top to Joe. Isaiah, back slot left to Holmgren. To the baseline on Gobert. Jump stops, elevates, and fires a 7-foot jumper that he babies. It barely grazed the rim. Reed's got the loose ball. Dishing to Ant. Edwards across the timeline, has 4, pulls up, fires a long angle left 28-foot three-pointer, a brick. Isaiah Joe clears. Wolves are 3 of 7 on threes. Thunder 1 of 3. SGA front court. Speeding, swoops to the foul line. Ducking right. Leans in and flails a 6-footer to the rim, but he's fouled on a reach-in by Gobert. Knocked down hard as Reed, stands over the top of him. 3:44 left, opening quarter. For those that believe this guy is intent only on drawing fouls, he's averaged 9.2 free throws through 12 playoff games for the Thunder on this run. That is 408th all-time of free throws attempted in NBA playoff history. The narrative is a joke. Shea's first foul shot here is good. He's got 7, has done so economically, 3 of 3 from the field. Thunder blistering 10 of 16, shooting 62.5%. The mitigating factors are up only 7 right now is 3-pointers made by the Wolves to the tune of 3 of 7. The author of 2 of those makes, McDaniels, sits down. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on to replace him as Shea, a chance at MVP, nails both free throws. He leads all scorers with 8. OKC by 8, 23-15. 3:40 left in the first. Alexander-Walker pestered by Joe out front. Thunder 3 team fouls to give the Wolves half 2. Edwards screens. Alexander-Walker behind it. Dishes to Edwards at the Thunder logo. High post left Gobert back to Edwards. Swooping left baseline. Pushing up on Holmgren, who knocks the ball away. Gobert's got it left baseline. 2 to shoot. Sideline Reed from the wing fires a 3. No good. Tip followed by DiVincenzo is not there, and Edwards grabs it. He's stripped of the ball by SGA. Shea down the lane on Alexander-Walker. Strip going up by Nickeil. Hit hard on the left hand. And Shea wants Mark Dagnall to challenge that call, but none coming, I don't believe. 3:13 left in the quarter. Thunder outscoring the Wolves 11-2 the last 3:15. 19 to shoot here. Underneath, Wallace will trigger. Left wing to Holmgren. Open, cranks a 3 that's short. Chet was short on a lot of his shots in pregame warm-up. He's made 1 of 3 here. DiVincenzo has a long rebound. Walking front court. Edwards screens high left. A moving screen not called. Anthony gets it. Draws 2. Kicks to DiVincenzo. Long angle right 3. Up and in. He's made his first 2 shots off the bench and pulls Minnesota within 5 at 23-18. Timberwolves 4 of 9 from 3 to Thunder 1 of 4. SGA on the handle. 2:45 left in the first. Holmgren screens as Shea swoops left. Dishes to Chet. Pump faking. Spinning on Nickeil Alexander-Walker, banks it up on the fly, no good, but he is fouled going up, then earns free throws off a swirling move with 2:38 left to play in the opening quarter. Holmgren looks to find his rhythm at the line. It's not been there from the field. He's 1 of 4 on the other side of the stoppage. Timeout they will take. 2:38 left in the opening quarter. Thunder by 5. They've led by as many as 8. 23-18 in Game 1's first quarter. Or Game 2's first quarter. This is Thunder basketball.
Are blooming across Riverwind Casino, and the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment.
Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway.
Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Concert information.
I got stolen by the grave.
Crowder Grace and Glory Tour featuring Crowder. Sunday night, October 26th in Oklahoma City at Paycom Center. With special guest Passion Music, Louis Giglio, plus Carrie Job Carnes and Cody Carnes. Tickets and info available at awakeningfoundation.com. Crowder Grace and Glory Tour, presented by the Awakening Foundation, a nonprofit organization.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Welcome you back inside Paycom Center, where the Thunder lead Game 2 over Minnesota by 5, and Oklahoma City's defense picking up where it left off in Game 1, as right now Minnesota is shooting 7 of 23 from the field, only 30%. They're only 2 of 10 shooting inside the paint. Here's Matt Pinto.
But OKC's got to do a better job on the defensive board, allowing 7 offensive rebounds to the Wolves, and as a result, getting up 5 fewer shots than Minnesota thus far in Game 2. Reserve your spot for the next season of Thunder basketball. Deposits for the 25-26 season ticket memberships are officially open. Get ahead of the game and lock in your deposit now at OKCThunder.com/memberships. Well, the Thunder have been the most robust home court advantage holder this season at 42-7 back through the regular season, and they're looking to do exactly that in the first 2 games of this best-of-7 Western Conference Final. The Wolves, by the way, when they have lost Game 1 on the road in previous best-of-7 playoff series, are 0-9 in those series. Thunder want to put them definitively under the gun with a second game win tonight. 2:38 left in the first. Thunder finding flow, 7 assists in this game on their 10 makes. They're 10 of 18 shooting, only 1 of 4 on threes, though, and the Wolves have knocked down 4 of 9 three-pointers in the opening quarter of Game 2. Isaiah Joe, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Alex Caruso for the first time tonight. Cason Wallace and Chet Holmgren the 5 for the Thunder. Naz Reid's the center for the Wolves as Chet awaits 2 free throws, bends his knees, and cranks the first. It's up, good. Holmgren's got 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks early in Game 2. Hitting 75.5% of his foul shots in the playoff run. Alexander Walker, Randall, Edwards, and DiVincenzo, the other 4 on the floor right now for the white-clad Wolves. Holmgren rocks into rhythm on the second. Eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and switches that. Thunder from the line are 4-4. The Wolves yet to go in a 25-18 game. Thunder up by as many as 8. 3 lead changes, 1 tie thus far in the first quarter. Randall, played by Caruso, kicks to DiVincenzo. Working the angle left, feeds on the wing to Edwards, guarded by Wallace. Pass faking. Anthony backs down, grinding. To the middle. Jump stops, leans in, floats a 5-footer that he hits. Tough shot. No help came for Wallace, and Edwards went to work. He's got 6 points, and the Wolves were within 5 as Shai blasts right baseline, pulls up, jump passing up front to Joe. Sets up for an angle right 3-pointer that's up and off. Offside rebound run down by Wallace, though. Up the sideline to Caruso at the hash. Feeds on the wing to Holmgren. Chet at 7-1. Hands to Joe. Isaiah dribbles into traffic. Shovel feeds aside to Chet. Leaning in. Finessefully. Floats up and in. A right-hander. 27-20. Well done. Edwards dancing, spinning. Draws a double. Sails it out front to Reed. Nas, left corner finds Randall. Pump faking Holmgren. Barrels inside. Comes up and under. Shovel feeds right corner Alexander Walker for a 3-point hoist that goes. So the Wolves are shooting better from 3 in this game than they did in Game 1. They're 5 of 10 from distance and trail by 4, 27-23. They've got 6 assists. Down the lane, Spurs Holmgren. Fouled going up, squeezing between 3 defenders. Alexander Walker, Reed, and DiVincenzo. So Chet very active in Game 2, off a big finish to Game 1, has 6 points and gets back to the free throw line in a 27-23 game. Minnesota's not shot it efficiently, 9 of 25, but they've gotten off more shots than the Thunder to the tune of 6 and have made 4 more threes than OKC early in Game 2. The Wolves are at the foul limit. OKC still has 1 to give in the final minute 30 as Kenrich Williams is up awaiting entry to the game between foul shots. Thunder led by SGA's 8. The Wolves are paced by Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels, who have 6 apiece. Holmgren readies with the first. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and knocks that one down. The Minneapolis native excited about playing in his home city in games 3 and 4 at the Target Center. Isaiah Joe out, Kenrich Williams in, and K-Rich gets a big round of applause. What an effort he brought. Great energy in game one. 8 points, 3 rebounds in 10 minutes, a plus 19 in the raw plus-minus. Chet readies for the second. That one's up and perfect. Thunder get to miss now in 6 free throw tries. On top by 6, 29-23. Alexander Walker front court. Played his college ball at Virginia Tech, the cousin of Shea. Between the rings to Randall. Slot left DiVincenzo. Looking left wing to Edwards, who has it against Wallace. Isolated. Faces up. 8 to shoot. Drives to the baseline. Pushes off. Fires on a fadeaway 20-foot jumper that's short. SGA the offside rebound, his third. Attacking front court, 1:05 left in the first. Shea draws Alexander Walker, whips it inside to Holmgren, kicking out right corner to Wallace. Payson wants 3 from the corner, gets none. Tip followed by Holmgren, won't go, and it's batted out of bounds. Thunder are 1 of 6 on 3-pointers, and that was another good, clean look. Up 6, retreating. 29-23, final minute unfolding of quarter 1 in game 2. DiVincenzo back of a lead pick. Now sped the ball up top, got away with a travel. Back to DiVincenzo on the dribble weave. DiVincenzo wide left to Edwards. Bounce passes low left to Randall. Backing down, muscling, sails it out front to Edwards, 7 to shoot to the baseline. Leans in, goes up high off the window, and banks home a 5-footer on Holmgren. He's attacking now with 8. Shea back quickly, Thunder by 4. Down the lane on Alexander Walker, pushing off, kicks to Wallace, sets his feet, squares his shoulders, misses a 3-ball badly. That wasn't close. Edwards has to miss. Thunder 1 of 7 from distance. Anthony up the sideline, spins on Caruso. Drives into traffic, sails the left corner to DiVincenzo off the ladder to get it. Snaking away from Wallace. Up and under, spins right corner Edwards, pump fakes free to fire. It's a 3-ball that's up and no good, in and out. Kenrich Williams clears, last shot time for the Thunder. Shot clock off, 13 seconds left in the first. Alexander Walker greets Shea crossing the timeline. The Wolves out of fouls. Shea isolated as the crowd rises. Gilms Alexander, 5 seconds. Whips it right wing, Kenrich Williams. Bombs the 3 over Reed, that's off. Thunder 1 of 8 on 3s in the quarter, and that's the reason they're not up by more than they are. Leading by only 4 after a quarter, weathering Anthony Edwards' best quarter of the series with 8 points. He's also got 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Thunder led by SGA's 8. Up 4 at the end of 1. 29-25 going to the second. Thunder in possession as they lost the game's opening tip next. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
MidFirst Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the exclusive provider of the Thunder and Rumble debit cards. As the largest privately owned bank in the nation, MidFirst Bank has the strength, stability, and expertise to help you prepare for the now and the future. So, no matter where your financial journey takes you, MidFirst Bank is the partner to help you get there. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime, 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Thunder basketball is sponsored by Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep. And MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Thunder lead the Timberwolves by 4. Going into the second quarter, another positive trend continuing from game one. In that game, Oklahoma City took the first 9 free throws of the game. Tonight, they've taken the first 6, shutting out the Wolves at the free throw line so far in this one. Here's Matt Pinto.
The camps all summer long. There's something for every athlete looking to thunder up their skills. Stay in the game this summer with Thunder Youth Basketball Camps presented by Simple Modern. Find a camp that fits your schedule at okcthunder.com/summer camps. Well, part of Minnesota's offensive calling card in the regular season, albeit a pretty mediocre offensive showing by the Timberwolves, was the 3-ball. They were 4th in 3-point accuracy, 3rd in percentage of points generated on threes. That's very evident in Game 2. 5 of their 10 makes are 3-balls. They outscored the Thunder from 3-point distance by 24 points. 5-1. OKC 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves have 7 offensive rebounds, getting up 6 more shots than the Thunder. Only 35% efficient on those shots. Thunder made 50% of their shots. Backed by Shea's 8 for a lead of 4 going to the second. Alex Caruso, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren. He has the ball go right between his hands, stolen by Reed. Up the right sideline, Reed will fire a long 3 that's up and short. Offside rebound, Wiggins. Wiggins out there with Caruso, Dub, Cason Wallace, and Chet. It's Naz Reed, Dante DiVincenzo, along with Mike Conley, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, and Julius Randle. Left baseline, Dub fades, fires, and rains and drains another 10-footer. Getting the mid-range and making the Wolves pay. He's got 8, 31-25 Thunder. 3 lead changes, 1 tie in this one. Thunder by as many as 8. As Wallace kicked a bounce pass intended from Conley to Randle. It spurted free. Caruso ran it down. The other element of this game so far, Minnesota, much better job protecting it. Thunder have only 1 steal and 1 block. As the Timberwolves have turned it over only twice. Down 6 on the road. Timberwolves looking to steal Game 2 and head back home with home court advantage in this Western Final. Conley off the inbound. Out near midcourt, Wallace pesters him. Back of a Randle pick, wedges right. Picks up the dribble, smothered by Caruso. Up the right sideline to Reed. Guarded heavily by Dub. 5 to shoot, backing down, grinding. 3 to shoot in the lane. Across his body, scoops left-handed, and it rolls in. A prayer answered there. Deep in the shot clock. A minute into the quarter. Minnesota down just 4. Dub guarded by Randle. Blast by him. Swooping and kicking. Left corner to Caruso. Up the sideline, Holmgren. Straightaway Wiggins. Flashes by Conley. Sets up Wallace. Wide open. Right wing 3 by Cason. Off. Thunder 1 of 9. Wiggins, though, wrestles the rebound free of Reed. Second crack for the Thunder. Aaron, pinned on the sideline by Reed, slices baseline into traffic, kicks the ball left corner to Caruso as Holmgren off the ball is called for an offensive foul. Caruso made a 3 that's wiped out as Holmgren picks up his first. And the Timberwolves are resourcefully hanging in despite making just 36% of their shots. It's 31-27 Thunder. Edwards sits with 8. And in this quarter, both sides have 2 points. Conley, the left-handed dribble near midcourt. Wallace all over him. Angles up back of a Reed. Kicks in the corner to DiVincenzo. Now straightaway Conley, 8 to shoot. Swooping left. A step on Wiggins. Drives and kicks right corner Alexander Walker to the trailing Reed. Slashing baseline on the run. Goes glass and bangs home a 10-footer. Naz Reed making his first appearance in this series. Has 4 points and has made consecutive buckets. Pulling Minnesota within 2 at 31-29. He was the 6th man of the year in the NBA a season back. Holmgren picks up the dribble. Left corner dishes to Wallace. Dancing on a crossover. Shuttles baseline. Right corner to Caruso. Catch and shoot 3 is up. No good. He back rimmed it. 1 of 10 on threes for the Thunder. Reed clears. Dishing to DiVincenzo. Probing to the trailing Randle. Julius back on the left flank. DiVincenzo. Catch and shoot 3 for the lead is good. Minnesota 32, the Thunder 31. They're playing with a much brisker pace in Game 2. Nailing 6 threes and 13 tries. Thunder 8-point lead is gone. Dub crowded on the right wing. 7 straight Wolves points. Burrows to the baseline. Spins and fades. His 17-foot fadeaway, nothing but net. So the Thunder riding Dub's hot hand. He's now made 5 of 6 shots. He has 10 points. Thunder back up by 1 on the teeter-totter. Reed top of the key. Crowded by Holmgren. Drives and kicks left corner to DiVincenzo. Guarded by Wiggins. Down speeds low left to Reed. 1-on-1 on Holmgren. 8 to shoot. On the wing to DiVincenzo. Catch shoot 3 is up short. Dub clears his 3rd rebound. Thunder up 1, get it back. 9-10 left in the second. Jalen to the trailing Holmgren. Steps into an angle left 3-pointer that's on the way. Chiching at Thunder. Money ball. That was nice. In rhythm. Chet splashes. The Thunder's second 3 in 11 tries. His first success. He leads the team with 11 points. It's 36-32 Thunder. They've run off 5 straight now as Oklahoma City. DiVincenzo hooks the ball to Alexander Walker. He bombs a rainbow 3-pointer straight away that goes. So the Wolves are hot. They've made 7 threes in 15 tries and are back within 1, 36-35. Dub Back of a Holmgren pick, draws a double. Keeps the dribble alive, dancing on Alexander Walker. Shuttling, pulling up. Left corner finds Wallace. Closed out by Conley. Slithering baseline. Conley from behind rakes his dribble away out of bounds. 8:34 left in the quarter. The Wolves are smoldering hot. They made 3 threes in the second and trail by just one, 36-35. Caruso to inbound underneath, left of his own bucket. Holding, lobbing to Wiggins open. Left wing three-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. The Thunder are 2 of 12 on threes, and they are good looks, folks. Reed clears as the Wolves seek the lead. Nas up the right sideline to DiVincenzo, dancing, shuttling, hooking the ball to Randall up top. Blasting right on Caruso, in deep. Floats a runner that's on the way, good from 8. Everything working for the Wolves offense now as they're back up 37-36, forcing a Thunder timeout with 8:17 left in the second. Decidedly quicker pace by the Timberwolves is paying dividends for Minnesota on the road in Game 2. This is Thunder basketball.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at OGE.com/Smart Hours.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner and Edwin McCain, along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks. There's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Wolves have taken a 1-point lead over the Thunder due to the strength of their bench performance right now, outscoring Thunder reserves 18-0, and the Wolves started 2 of 10 shooting in the paint. They've made their last 5 shots there. Here's Matt Vincent.
Chris Paul getting a standing ovation in attendance courtside tonight at Paycom Center. Kendrick Perkins received the same sort of adoration as he's on hand for ESPN ABC's national coverage of the Western Conference Finals. To celebrate the playoffs, Love's is doubling the fuel discount on all Oklahoma stores, on home game days with the Love's app. You'll get 20 cents off gas, 30 cents off diesel all day when the Thunder play at home. Download the Love's app and save. Well, it is not a Jokic sort of proposition with this Wolves team as it relates to Edwards and his relationship with their success. Minnesota's a deeper team, a more balanced team, and that's showing in Game 2. As expected, they're playing with a brisker pace to avoid crowds and turnovers. They've given it up only twice. They've made 7 threes in 15 tries, outscoring the Thunder 12-7 in the second on 5 of 7 shooting, and they are plus 15 in points off of three-pointers made. Thunder have yet to get a make from distance from the reserves. 0 of 7 are Wallace, Joe, Caruso, Kenrich Williams, and Aaron Wiggins. And that quintet is scoreless in Game 2 thus far. SJ is back, joining J-Dub, Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, and Kaysen Wallace. Thunder playing very small without a center. Naz Reid, Mike Conley, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Dante DiVincenzo, and Julius Randle for the Wolves, who are in a 1-2-2 zone. Dub near midcourt finding Wiggins. Back wide left to Dub. Slams a long three off the wing that's no good. Wallace has the long rebound out front to Wiggins. Back to Wallace, holding, pump faking, driving on Conley down the lane, lays it up and lays it in. Straight line drive by Kaysen. Beat gone. Thunder 38, the Wolves 37. As Wallace recognized the middle was wide open. 7:50 left in the half. 7 lead changes, 1 tie thus far in the second game. DiVincenzo left wing. Lobs to Randall. Bad pass, stolen by Shea. Coming over with help from Caruso. Alex fed the ball. Barreling, kicking to Dove. Takes back to Caruso open. Right side angle three by Alex is nothing but net. AC for 3. Cha-ching the Thunder money ball. Traded off a live ball turnover. 41-37 Thunder. 7:25 showing in the half. Conley out front. Wide left DiVincenzo. Swiped up by Wiggins. Lobs inside intended for Randall. And Caruso gets knocked down by Randall, but a foul on a reach-in called against AC by Pat Fraser on the baseline. That's the Thunder's first team foul. And Mark Dagnall wants there to be a review of a Randall elbow to Caruso. And the Thunder may challenge this. We'll see. Yeah, Randall got a forearm and elbow around the neck area of Caruso after the initial contact by Alex. Will there be a review? I believe there will. They're going to review here, and there's no doubt there's wind-up. There was force on Randall, lowering a forearm and elbow into the neck area of Caruso, who crowded him all the way to the wing. 41-37 Thunder, shooting exceptionally well from 2, 51.5% shooting in the game. And they are just 3 of 14 on three-pointers, but Caruso's made 46% of his trays in the playoffs, and he's knocked down the most recent Thunder attempt. I'm not sure they're not going to reverse this call. I didn't see illegal contact by Alex. I did see frustration by Randall, flinging a forearm and elbow into the neck area of Caruso on the lob feed to the wing. And I can't imagine that won't draw some penalty. An out-of-control play by Julius Randall.
Finally, the defensive foul by Caruso. The act by Randall was deemed not to be hostile. We'll move on from there.
So I stand corrected. What do I know? 41-37 Thunder. So the foul on Caruso stands, and the chop he got to the neck apparently is just part of what the battle will be tonight. Edwards is back in for the Wolves along with Gobert, McDaniels, Conley, and who's their fifth? Naz Reid. Randall taken out of the game by Chris Finch. 41-37 Thunder. They didn't go up 2-0 in the series as the Wolves fight to get even. 7:21 left in the second. Reid to trigger near side. Lobs ball near midcourt to McDaniels, who's made 2 3-pointers. Guarded by SGA. McDaniels retreats. Gives to Edwards inside the timeline. Bucking left. Goes between the legs on the dribble. Nearly lost the ball. Gets it back. 2 to shoot. Driving right. Across the lane. Kicks on the wing. Conley. A 3 at the shot clock buzzer. No good. Rebound. Hartenstein. Falls down. Knocked down by Reid and Gobert. Holding his own among 2 in the timber of the Timberwolves. That's the Wolves' second team foul in the quarter. Either Gobert or Reid guilty. Reid with his second. As Hartenstein returns along with Wiggins, Wallace, Caruso, and SGA. So we've seen a lot of combinations for Mark Dagnall in his first 2 games of the series, and this is a new one. Shea across the timeline. Thunder run off 5 straight as Wiggins handles against the zone. Corner left to Wallace. Up the sideline to Wiggins. Slot right Shea beyond the arc. Whips it in the lane to Wiggins. Shovel feeding to Hartenstein. Lays it up. Counts it. It goes and it goes. No, they say it's wiped out. They call Reid for a reach-in. Hartenstein not given continuation, but Naz Reid has 3 fouls. Excellent interior feed. Thunder are very alert to this zone by the Wolves. It's not been remotely effective since Minnesota went to it. And I don't know, well, they called contact from behind Hartenstein on the catch, as Reid will sit down with 3 fouls and 4 points. Randall is quickly back in. 14 restored to the shot clock. 6:50 left in the half. Thunder by 4. Shea comes to the ball. Thunder logo at midcourt. Left wing Wiggins to the baseline on Randall. Can't escape. 4 to shoot. Cross court right to Wallace. Working on Edwards. 3 to shoot. He does a wing 3 that's way off. Long rebound tumbles out. Run down by Randall. Long leading McDaniels. Driving on Caruso. Lays it up on the run and lays it in. So the Thunder struggles from 3 are really pronounced. They're 3 of 15 from distance and lead by only 2, 41-39. Wolves in the zone again. Middle of the floor, Caruso leans in, fires an unguarded 6-foot jumper that he hits. Gobert in deep drop coverage. Neighbor contested that shot. And Caruso makes the Wolves pay. He's got 5 all in the quarter. OKC by 4, 43-39. Out shooting the Wolves by 8 percentage points, but scoring on 4 fewer threes. That's why it's close midway through the second. Conley, guarded by Wiggins to a curl-cutting Edwards on the right wing. Dashing baseline, pinned, draws a double, throws it away, but McDaniels takes it away from Wiggins. Right wing to Conley, right corner Edwards, wide open, strokes a three-pointer that he hits. So the scramble for the loose ball. Edwards bombs and connects on his first 3 of game 2. The Wolves have made 8 three-pointers in the half. Edwards 11 points, and Minnesota's within 1. Right wing Wiggins against the zone. Mid-post, Caruso measures, fires, and sticks a 10-footer this time. Thunder are finding the crevices in the Minnesota 2-3 zone to lead by 3, 45-42. Caruso's got 7. Edwards on the handle. Much more aggressive in game 2, retreating to midcourt. Gets a Gobert pick. Rubs behind it, pulls up. It's a 3 straight away in the tie. In and out, no good. Hartenstein collapses to grab the rebound, his 3rd. Thunder get it back up 3. SJ up the left sideline. Guarded by McDaniels. Isolated for the moment, drifts to the top of the key. Dancing on the dribble, pulls up, fires a 3, blocked by McDaniels. A telegraph shot there, not a good possession at all. Randall on the loose ball, giving to Edwards. Edwards scans the scene, Wallace on him. Working from 30, lobbing left wing to Randall, one-on-one on Wiggins, 10 to shoot. Randall backing down, powering. Lobs it right wing to Conley, bad pass stolen by Shea, second steal, down the lane on Edwards. To the rim, won't shoot, looks for trailers. Backing down low right now, he does a fade away from 12, in and out, no good. Gobert clears, that's another tough possession for Shea. Edwards, down the lane blasting to the rim, lays it up, foul doing so by Shea, lays it in, and he can tie the game at the free throw line at 45. 4:34 left in the second. This is a much better version of the Wolves than the Thunder saw in game 1. And right now, Minnesota hanging blow for blow with the top seed. Edwards for a free throw off of Shea's first foul. 4:30, rather they get Wiggins on the foul on a reach-in. With 4:34 left in the second. 45-44 Thunder for the moment. This is Thunder basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chubb musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Stevie Nicks. One special night. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Indiana Pacers took a 1-0 lead with an incredible comeback win over the New York Knicks in that series opener. Aaron Nesmith's 6 3-pointers in the last 5 minutes of regulation helped the Pacers overcome a late 14-point deficit. Tyrese Halliburton scored 31. Jalen Brunson had 43 in a losing effort. Game 2 will be in New York tomorrow night. Here's Matt Pinto.
Getting thanks, Thunder opening Paycom Center for Loud City Live. Brand new innovation. Opportunity for the loud and loyal to come together and experience a home court atmosphere while viewing Western Conference Finals away games. Loud City Live features a national broadcast of Thunder road games on the scoreboard inside Paycom Center. Free Thunder rally towels upon entry. Concessions, appearances by Rumble the Bison. Thunder Girls and O-City Crew, Storm Chasers, and the Thunder Drummers. In addition, fans can enjoy many of the Thunder's favorite game night activities, such as a live DJ on the blue carpet, photo ops, face painting, and more. The first 2 Loud City Live events are Saturday and Monday upcoming. For both, the doors open at 6:30 for 7:30 tips. Admission's free, however, tickets are required. Fans can claim up to 4 tickets per household beginning on Wednesday at 3 p.m. That was yesterday, so you can do that at okcthunder.com/LoudCityLive. Well, the Timberwolves are much more balanced in their shot diet. They've attempted 22 twos, 18 threes. They made 8 of those threes, and they're hot shooting in the second quarter. 8 of 12 has them on the brink of tying this game as Edwards is at the free throw line. Connecting on the foul shot, it's even at 45. Our second tie. There have been 7 lead changes. Edwards leading all scorers with 14. Dub, Caruso, Hartenstein, Dort, and SGA for the Thunder. Dub out front, draws a double team. Sends the ball between the circles to Caruso, wide left to Shea. Shea against his own to the baseline, draws 2. Squeezes a bounce pass to Hartenstein for a floating 10-footer in the lane that goes. The push shot from Hartenstein, the open man, found by SGA with his 4th assist, makes it 47-45 Thunder. Edwards has that look, though, with 14.6 rebounds and 3 assists. He's doubled out front. Gives it up wide right to Randall. Right corner to DiVincenzo. Drives into traffic, but he stepped out of bounds in doing it. That won't work. That's the Timberwolves' 5th turnover. It's McDaniels, DiVincenzo, Gobert, Randall, and Edwards for the Wolves. See if the Thunder can close the half strong. 4 minutes left. Shea weaving down the lane. He cupped the ball on a dribble, thought about a 3, thought differently of it, and carried it. 1 turnover deserves another. It's the 3rd for the Thunder tonight. The lead is a scant 2 for Oklahoma City, bidding to go up 2 games to none at 47-45. DiVincenzo on the handle between the rings to Edwards. Spot left, bucking right with space. Dips the ball left corner. McDaniels wide open. Strokes a 3-pointer. In and out, no good this time. Dub fights and has the rebound. Outletting up the right side to SJ off his 4th board. Shea to the front court. Off the stutter step on McDaniels. Drifts to the right wing. Isolated there. Wolves in a 1-2-2 zone. Shea to the baseline right. Fades away, fires, and somehow missed an 18-footer. Dort wrestles the rebound away from Gobert. Right corner to Shea. Almost halfway down the cylinder for Shea. Backing McDaniels. Isolated low right. Steps away in the lane for a fadeaway 10-foot jumper that he rips the cords on. His first bucket of the second quarter gives him 10. Thunder 49, the Wolves 45. Excellent perseverance there. Randall between the rings surveys. Dort on it. Edwards to the right wing for a pull-up 3 that's online but short. Loose ball fought for. Caruso comes in to snag it. Alice dribbling head up to Shea. Out ahead to Dub. Pulls up, pops. Angle left 3-pointer. Won't drop. Thunder can't make a 3 in this game. They're 3 of 17. Edwards clears. Anthony backing into a double. Ball raked away by Hartenstein, who may have come down and turned his ankle, holding his right ankle right now. He's called for a reach-in foul, his first. That's the Thunder's 3rd team foul. They still have 1 more to give before there'll be repercussions. The Wolves have 2 to give. Not many free throws shot in game 2. Thunder was 6, the Wolves 1. Rebounds are 21-20 Thunder. Assists are 16-13 Thunder. Out shooting the Wolves by 7 percentage points, but they've made 5 fewer threes than Minnesota, yet lead by 4. DiVincenzo straight away to Randall. Blasting left back of a Gobert pick. Down the lane. Jump passing. Up top to DiVincenzo. Covered up by Shea. 8 to shoot. Lobbing inside Gobert out of a double. Kicks on the wing. Edwards wide open for 3. It's in and out, no good. Dub clears his 5th rebound. Jalen giving to Gildas Alexander across the timeline. Gets a Hartenstein pick. Driving right on Edwards. Fouled twice by Edwards, no whistle. Weaves left. Now down the lane on Gobert. Floats across his body. Counts. If it goes, it won't go. But he's fouled by Gobert after Edwards worked him over with body blows out front. 2:22 left in the second quarter. Thunder battling the Wolves in what has been a back-and-forth affair featuring 7 lead changes, 2 ties. Shea 2 of 2 at the stripe. The Thunder as a unit are 6 of 6. 49-45. Thunder by 4. Chant is MVP, and Shea has been so adorned. He's got 10 tonight, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, first foul shot's perfect. Thunder doing what they did often in the regular season, and that is make foul shots with frequency. 7 of 7 in game 2. Led the league in foul shooting accuracy at nearly 82% in the regular campaign, down to 77 thus far in the playoffs. Shea's second is perfect, and OKC has run off 6 in a row since it was tied at 45 over the last minute 54. 2:20 left till halftime. Thunder and the Wolves both have a team foul to give. And OKC in a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. DiVincenzo straight away. Pass fakes. Slot right. McDaniels open. Snaps off a three-pointer that he hits. That was easy. McDaniels makes his third three-pointer without any duress around him. It's 51-48. Wolves successful on 9 threes to Thunder 3 in game 2. Shea bucking right baseline. Elevates and fires a contested 13-foot jumper that goes. DiVincenzo got away with a foul, but Shea knocks down the mid-range. A mid-range master has 14, matching Edwards for game-high scoring honors. 1:45 left in the half. Thunder by 5. Edwards gives the ball to DiVincenzo. Long angle right three by Dante is up short. Leaping rebound, Holmgren. Thunder a good job on the backboards as this game has progressed. Dub across the timeline. Off the stutter step to the foul line. Ducking right. Retreats to the wing. Gobert on him. Crosses over. Snaking left. Kicks out front to Dort for a long angle left three-pointer that's on the way. Not good. Randall has the miss. The struggles continue from the perimeter for the Thunder as Randall was contacted and fouled deep in the backcourt by Hartenstein, picking up his first. Timeout called. 1:24 left in the half. Oklahoma City is 3 of 18 from 3. The Wolves are 9 of 23. And therein lies the rub in game 2. OKC managing a 5-point lead, but it's tight at 53-48. We'll break away. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Thunder offense has been consistent in game 2. 53 points on the board, 1:24 left in the quarter. That despite rugged three-point marksmanship, 3 of 18 on the night. They've gotten to the line, though, 8 times to 1 attempt for the Wolves, and about assisted Minnesota 16-14. An excellent back-and-forth affair in game 2 between these Western rivals. They split 4 in the regular season. Thunder got the upper hand in this series with a 26-point blowout win 2 nights ago. But Minnesota's come with a different approach in Game 2, and it's been somewhat effective. A quicker pace, where they gave the ball up 19 times for 31 Thunder points in Game 1. They've turned it over only 5 times tonight for 5 Thunder tallies. Randall, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Gobert, and Edwards for the Timberwolves off the timeout. 1:24 left till halftime. Randall speed dribbles front court. Works the right sideline against Dub. Randall maintains the bounce, hits Edwards straight away, slashing right with a step down the lane, lays it up on Hartenstein and lays it in. A straight line drive permitted by the Thunder defense gives Edwards 16 and pulls the Wolves within 3, 53-50. 1:05 left until halftime. McDaniels on Shea, gets a screen high from Holmgren, blitzes the double team, feeds Holmgren at the foul line. No shot there on Randall. The ball swung to Dub straight away with 7 to shoot. Jalen angles right on the dribble. DiVincenzo on him. 3 to shoot. Spinning. Kicks to Holmgren. Right wing 3. Block going up by Gobert. DiVincenzo's got the loose ball. 45 seconds left in the half. Edwards given the ball. Looks to attack. Retreats on the dribble. Dub follows him to midcourt. Thunder by 3. Gobert screens. Edwards behind it. Snaking right now left in the lane. Lays it up on Holmgren errantly. Gobert loses the rebound to Dort. Thunder get it back with 28 seconds left to play in quarter number 2. A difference of 4 game to shot clock. Shea across the timeline. McDaniels on him. Working straight away. Crossing over the dribble twice. Steps back, fires. Angle right 3 is up. And in. Cha-ching, the Thunder money ball. SGA rains and drains the tray. The MVP has 17. 56-50 Thunder. Last shot time for the Wolves. 10 seconds left. Thunder a foul to give. DiVincenzo called for a moving screen, knocking down Dort and towering over the top of him. Dante scoreboard down 6. And that's your first personal. Thank you very much. And a turnover that was unnecessary for your team. 8.1 left in the half. Thunder get the final salvo off. Can push their 6-point lead to more before heading to the locker room. It's Dub, SGA, Joe, Dort, and Holmgren for the Thunder. Shea doing it all. After receiving the Most Valuable Player award with 4 assists, got 3 rebounds, 17 points, and 2 steals in Game 2. Mopping up some perspiration in the backcourt are the ball boys, as Nickeil Alexander-Walker will check in for Minnesota. 8.1 seconds left in the half. Thunder led by 4 at the end of 1, lead by 6 right now. Dub to trigger. McDaniels full court pressing Shea. The ball lobbed to Shea, who gathered. Foul by McDaniels going up. 3.4 left. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good job hesitating on herky-jerky stop and go. gets to the free throw line with 3.4 left till halftime. He's 4 of 4 at the line. The Thunder are 8 of 8. Minnesota 1 of 1 from the stripe in Game 2. McDaniels guilty of his first foul in Game 2 after fouling out of Game 1. But Shea, with a finishing burst to the half, has 17 points on the night and the last 9 Thunder tallies. Gilgeous-Alexander fires the first, drills it. Shea 5 of 5 at the line with 18. Led the league in scoring, his first scoring championship at 32+. Thunder by 7, closing the first half strong in this game as they did in Game 1. Cason Wallace in for defense with Dub, Dort. Shea awaiting the ball for the second free throw, and Alex Caruso, 3.4 left in the half. Thunder by 7. Thunder led by no more than 8. Shea dribbles once, bends his knees, dip shoots, and matches that differential at +8. McDaniels deep in the backcourt to Edwards, 2 seconds. Drives to midcourt, fires a 60-footer at the buzzer that's short of the rim. Thunder close the quarter 13-5 to lead by 8, going to the locker room in Game 2. Bidding for a 2-0 series lead as SGA's got 19. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Big wins are blooming across Riverwind Casino, and the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table game.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment.
Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smart hours.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis. Now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis here with you. And the Thunder go from up 3 with 16 seconds left to go to up 8. And, Matt, it's only 5 points. It's a couple of possessions. But it's so huge because if you come out and score 2 unanswered, all of a sudden Minnesota's in a lot of trouble. So all season long we've seen the Thunder close quarters extremely strong in the last 20 seconds, the last 10 seconds, the last 1 second. They've been remarkable, and this has really shifted things here late.
No, it really has. And I got to be honest, I thought the Thunder played really, really well in the first half. They just could not knock down in open 3. And so I thought you needed to close the half really, really strong. And that's exactly what the Thunder did. From the 3-minute and 18-second mark, our statistician Daniel tells me Shea scored the last 11. So Shea was really, really huge in that stretch towards the end of the half.
Yeah, really tough step-back three-point shot from around the Paycom Center logo with about 15 seconds left to go. Started that off. for Minnesota, Matt, they started 2 of 10 shooting in the paint. They end up going 10 of 19, so a vast improvement. They're still being outscored in that regard, and they've only gotten to the free throw line one time compared to Oklahoma City's 10. So, again, they're relying on the three-point shot. They've made 5 more of those than Oklahoma City, but you want to try to build a little bit of a foundation on things that you can control a little bit more, and Oklahoma City is the team that is doing that more than Minnesota, although we did see some improvement from the Wolves.
No, I thought so. I thought it started with Ant-Man coming out and driving and making it a point, and we all know who's going to take more than 13 shots. This is what he did in Game 1. He about equaled that total in Quarter 1. Ant-Man took 10 shots in Quarter 1, and he kind of got that look in his eyes late in the half. Overall, it wasn't very efficient for him, 16 points, but it took him 18 shots to get there, and he is 1 of 7 on his three-point attempts, but he's been good when he puts the ball on the floor, and that's a big adjustment for them offensively.
So far, the Thunder are making 50% of their looks. They're 12 of 14 inside the paint. They've been excellent from the mid-range in this game as well, particularly Jalen Williams, who's 5 of 8 shooting. He's 5 of 6, I should say, inside the arc. And some of these are pretty tough shots, man.
No, and there's a level of comfort with J-Dub in this first half that we've seen in pockets here in the playoffs, but we haven't seen consistently. But I just thought J-Dub looked really, really comfortable overall in that first half, and that was very encouraging to me. And even when Shea went out, and they were some tough shots, but he was netting them. I mean, there was no doubt about them going in. So I thought Dub played really well, and on a day where he got named to the second team all defensive team. So he's showing both sides of the ball tonight.
And in terms of turnovers, Oklahoma City, the Wolves have turned the ball over twice as much. It's only 6-3, 7-2 points off. So Minnesota has vastly improved from Game 1, but still a decisive edge. Oklahoma City not making mistakes on their end, always paying it off with a shot on that side. What about the reserves? This was 18-0 in terms of bench scoring. Let's talk about the Thunder. We'll talk about the Wolves later. But Alex Caruso had a strong close there. He scored 7 points, and a lot of that was off of zone looks. There were a couple where he was wide open in the paint, and then he scored off the zone on a three-point shot as well. He was a big-time catalyst for this team once again in that regard, because that was a time where Minnesota was scoring a lot as well.
Yeah, at one point it was 18-0 in bench points, like you mentioned. And so that was really encouraging, what you said there about the zone, because Rudy's back there in a super deep drop, and Alex is taking what is available to them. And I thought the Thunder demonstrated a level of knowledge of how to beat that zone in the first half. That was also encouraging. But how many times have we seen Alex come in and set the tone for this team? In a lot of ways, he's been the Thunder's second best player this playoff run in terms of his consistent impact. I mean, he comes in and does exactly what he did in that first half.
I will say this about the zone, though. Once they went to it, it's not the Minnesota zone that we saw in the regular season, because there's not a trap there. If there's a crowd there, then that other guy is going to help out on Shea, no question about it. But when Shea will wander to the baseline, there's only one guy going with him.
Yeah, and it's a little bit surprising to me, because I thought they would be a little more aggressive on him. I don't know if Chris Finch is spooked about something he saw during the regular season or what that. I thought we would see more of that in the first half, because you're right, Minnesota did go zone, but it wasn't as aggressive as we thought it might be.
All right, the Thunder up by 8 at the break. Coming up next, what are some of the things that the Wolves are talking about right now in their locker room as they look to try to get back in this and score a big upset victory in Oklahoma City? Right now, it's all Thunder. You're listening to the Oklahoma City Thunder Halftime Show.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations. And
thanks for hanging out with us tonight for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
The doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Man, Canada's doing pretty good around here lately. Making awards happen, aren't we? MVP SGA. Let's go, Canada! What's up, insiders? We have the MVP of the National Basketball Association is, yes, Canadian. That's right, from Toronto. Let's go. Well, Hamilton. Let's go, SGA. Congratulations on the MVP award. What a rise you have had in your career after committing to the Florida Gators, my Florida Gators, and then not going there and going to Kentucky, the rival. But hey, I like Kentucky as well. And then with the Clippers and now to OKC and tearing this league apart. Keep up the great work, SGA. 30, 40 points a game. NBA scoring leader this season as well. Thank you for being here tonight for game number 2 of the Oklahoma City Thunder hosting another random team in the NBA. Not the norm, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who got embarrassed in game number 1 by SGA and the Thunder. Please make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you're new. Turn on that bell, share this link out. Let's get more basketball fans here in the chat. And oh, go check out on Twitter over here. Yep, point the right way, Mike. Over on Twitter, the congratulatory tweet from SickKids to our friend. And here, we'll read it. Congratulations to our friend and superstar, SGA, making us all so proud. NBA awards. SickKids Hospital, this is what it's all about. The Playoff Pulse campaign, where we're making a difference every single game, bringing fans together from all over the world. Canada, let's keep making it happen and let's keep getting awards. Let's go. Thank you, insiders, for helping us reach 100,000 subscribers and getting this awesome, cool play button. What a season it was for SGA. 32.7 points per game in the regular season, leading the NBA, and 7 straight years now that the NBA MVP has not been an American. Keep going, Canada and the rest of the world. Let's go. NBA MVP SGA. Let us all congratulate him in the comments. Make sure you leave your comments because we are proud to have the MVP rating from Toronto. Go Toronto, go. Go SGA, go.
To every child and family who've needed us since 1875, and all who support us, our hospital needs no introduction. But just in case, it's SickKids. And it's our 150th birthday. Our mission has always been healthier children, a better world. The first children's hospital in Canada, SickKids. Pasteurizing milk to prevent disease 30 years before it was mandatory. The heart-lung machine that transformed open heart surgery. A pediatric kidney transplant in 1969. SickKids, SickKids, and SickKids. We discovered the gene for cystic fibrosis so patients live longer lives. And we just created the world's first Atlas of Cancer, using machine learning to analyze 13,000 variations. Today, the hospital sees over 130,000 patients a year. We're a research powerhouse, a training magnet, attracting nearly 600 clinical and research fellows from around the globe every year. And we're the #1 publicly funded children's hospital in the world. We're celebrating 150 years of excellence, driven by philanthropy. What's next? Thanks to donors like you, we're going to keep healing Canada and the world, and we're going to heal the future.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I want to thank you. Thank you for supporting SickKids Cut.
Thank you for helping us save kids' lives.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being... Thank you.
Close to that first half as he scored 11 of his game-high 19 in the second. He's plus 13 in the raw plus-minus. Also has 4 assists, 2 steals on the night on which he was awarded the Michael Jordan Trophy. Dub has played brilliantly with 5 rebounds to go with 10 points. He's plus 16. And Chet Holmgren has scored 11 for the Thunder with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Thunder forcing only 6 turnovers in Game 2. They've accounted for 7 points. Minnesota's led by Anthony Edwards, who is true to his word, came in committed to take far more than the 13 shots he attempted in Game 1, and he's gotten up 18 in the first half in 19 game minutes. He's 1 of 7 on threes, but he does have a game-high 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 16 points, minus 8 in the raw plus-minus. Jaden McDaniels, thanks to 3 3-pointers, has 11 for the Wolves. But Julius Randle, he of 28 points in the opening game, 1 of 5 shooting for 2 points thus far in Game 2. Thunder will have the ball to begin the third, looking to extend an 8-point lead, and they were dominant in the third quarter on Tuesday night, pushing their halftime lead, or their halftime deficit from 4 out to a 10-point lead after 3, outscoring Minnesota 32-18. We'll see what the third quarter brings tonight. Minnesota likely will bring desperation to the floor in this final 2 quarters of Game 2. Knowing a loss puts them in a position where they need to win 4 of 5 against the Thunder to win this series and advance to the NBA Finals. Game 3 coming up on Saturday at 7:30 at the Target Center in Minneapolis. It's Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, SGA, and J-Dub for the Thunder against McDaniels, Edwards, Conley, Gobert, and Julius Randle. Thunder have Shea with 2 fouls, Caruso 2. Gobert's got a pair for the Wolves, Reed 3 off the bench. Gilgeous-Alexander pedals front court. Thunder shoot at the basket line left in the second half. Gives it to Dub. Challenged by Edwards. The Wolves are man-to-man. Dub working the angle left on the dribble, fires a 3. That's an unwarranted shot that's not there, and Edwards is to rebound the miss. A no-pass 3 by Dub. Thunder 4 of 25, 1 on threes. Left baseline, Edwards nearly tumbled out of bounds, but saves the ball to Randle for a right corner 3-pointer by him. That's astray. Gobert tips the rebound to the air, but it's gathered by SGA, his 4th rebound tonight. Up the left side, Holmgren. Working the left wing, McDaniels on him. Back out front to SGA. McDaniels jumps over on him. Hartenstein screens to the top. Shea behind it. Wriggling right into the lane. Elevates and fades. 13-foot jumper on the way. Rips the cords. He's got 21 now. Thunder have their first double-digit lead of Game 2. They've run off 7 straight points. Conley out front. Again, Shea's pressure. Thunder in a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like. Randle fed, blasting left. Hooks the ball left corner to McDaniels. Closed out by Holmgren. Drives in, stripped to the ball in the lane. Dort comes away with it. The strip by Dub. Up the right side, Shea, dumping it inside to Chet. To the rim in transition. Hatcheted going up hard by McDaniels. And Jaden McDaniels has knocked Chet down forcefully and hard in transition. Is there something more than simply a common foul here? Chet is moving his and wiggling the fingers on his left hand to make sure he's okay. 60-50 Thunder. Yeah, foul hard over the top by McDaniels, who picks up his second. So Chet to the free throw line has been active in Game 2 after a 15.9 rebound showing in Game 1. Also 2 blocks. He has 11 points, 3 boards, 2 assists tonight. Shea scored the last 13 Thunder tallies. Chet looks to interrupt that. His first foul shot tumbles around, no good. That's the first Thunder miss in 11 tries. 60-50 Oklahoma City, their largest lead of Game 2. 10:49 left in the third quarter, limiting the Wolves to 40% shooting. And outscoring Minnesota 26-20 in the paint again. Holmgren readies with a second. Bends his knees, eyes the rim, very deliberate, casts it, and sticks it. Chet's got 12, Dub 10, SGA 21. Wolves are led by Edwards with 16. McDaniels has 11. Thunder by 11. They scored the first 3 of the quarter. Edwards swooping right to left behind a pick by Gobert. Shuttles to Gobert in the lane. He blows a layup over Holmgren. Hartenstein has the miss. Up the left side to Dub. Probing. Stutter steps. Lobs it right wing to Dort. Chases it down and feeds Gilgeous-Alexander between the rings. Shea to the dribble. Gives to Holmgren. Back to Shea straight away. 10 to shoot. Weaving left. To the mid-range. Fires a pull-up 18-foot jumper in and out. A good Hartenstein has the miss. Feeding Holmgren in the lane, missed the jump hook. Dort retrieves rather. Out front to Dub. Chan is Lou. Dub driving right on Conley, shovels right corner intended for Dort, kicked by McDaniels. Thunder get a reprieve from 6 on the shot clock to 14. Shutting the Wolves out to begin the third quarter, leading 61-50 with 10-11 left in the third. Dort will inbound far sideline front court against Conley's on-ball pressure. Shea cuts to it and has it up the right sideline. Edwards on it. SJ gets a Holmgren pick. Puts it to Chet. Open for 3 straight away. It's online. In and out, no good. Edwards has the miss. The struggles continue from distance. 4 of 22 for the Thunder. Randall front court. Slashing left baseline on the run. Lays it up. It rolls off. Gobert pushed off. Uncalled. Grabs the rebound and flips it in on the follow. 61-52 Thunder. Shea to the right wing. Dashes down the lane. Scoops left-handed. Leaves it short. Rebound fought for. Claimed inside by who? Tipped off the hand of Hartenstein out of bounds. 61-52. The Wolves eerily hanging around with 9:51 left in the third. Thunder are not converting shots the way they're capable of in Game 2. 4 of 22 on three-pointers and 46% shooting in the game. Conley across the timeline. Thunder man-to-man. Randall steps out front. Dub on him. Pass fakes. The lefty holding. Whips the ball to Edwards straight away. Crossing over, retreating on Dort. 10 on the shot clock. Whips it right wing to Randall. Pump faking. Steps back, fires a wing 3. Unguarded, no good short. Rebound tip by Hartenstein, claimed by Gobert, who misses a layup, but he's fouled going up. 9:19 left third quarter. Gobert just pressing in, physically asserting his will. Hartenstein called for the foul, his first. Team fouls are even at 1. Gobert 0 of 2 from the foul line in Game 1, has only 2 points in Game 2. A 55% free throw in the playoffs. Wolves are very much in it, down just 9, 61-52. Gobert readies with the first, puts it right in front of his face, lobs it. It rolls in and out, no good. The Wolves are 1 of 2 at the line. Thunder are 11 of 12 in Game 2. Gobert, a 7-time All-Star and 8-time now All-Defensive selection, received a second-team All-Defensive selection by announcement of the league today. Big Frenchman readies for the second. That one is on the way. Good. And it's an 8-point game again at 61-53 as it was going to the locker room. Thunder unable to generate sustained offense to begin the third. 3 minutes in. Dort crossing the timeline against a 2-3 zone. Giving to Shea. Ball swung to Dort. One off the line by Conley. Sets up SGA straightaway. Back left wing Dort. Free to fire a 3. Does. The rainbow no good. Rebound Gobert. 4 of 23 on threes for the Thunder. McDaniels lobbing inside to Randall, catching in traffic, lays it up no good, but he's grabbed by SGA. And Shea wants the Thunder to challenge that call. He indicates that Randall was grabbing his jersey. And I think he was. But the angle they just looked at doesn't reveal it. This one does. Randall grabbing the jersey of Shea, and the Thunder are going to challenge this. And I believe they'll win it. Right now, Pat Frayer is being talked to by Mark Dagnall. Is he challenging the call or not? I'm not sure. 9 minutes left in the quarter, and apparently he's not. I think he'd have won the challenge here. Randall goes to the free throw line as Minnesota's resourcefully hanging in Game 2. Julius has only 2 points on the night. Shea now 3 fouls. 9 minutes left in the third. Randall's first is up. Perfect. He's made 89% of his free throws on this playoff run, and after surrendering the first 3 of the third quarter, Minnesota scored 4 in a row and back within 7. 7 lead changes, 2 ties in Game 2. Right now, this is being played in the mud. That benefits the Timberwolves. Randall's second stroke. It's pure, and it's 61-55. 6-point Thunder lead. Shea, shadowed by McDaniels. 2-3 zone employed by the Wolves. Dub back to Shea, 30 feet straight away. Scanning. Stutter steps, no maneuverability. Kicks on the right wing to Dub. Burrowing left on Conley. Can't shake free. Crosses over. Ducks and kicks right corner home. And catch shoot 3 up. Short. Conley's got the miss. Mike Conley speed dribbling. Dashing back to the trailing Randall down the lane. Shovel feeds right corner Edwards. Closed out by a double team. Whips to Conley. Right wing McDaniel. Sliding baseline. Spinning on Shea. Ball knocked away. Got it back in the lane. Fades away. Knocks down a 12-footer. Minnesota within 4. 61-57. Thunder struggles from 3 right now are the bane of their existence. They're 4 of 24 from the 3-point line. And Minnesota's won off 6 in a row. Shea gives to Dub. Closed by Conley. Sets up Holmgren. Open. Floats up and in a 5-footer in the paint. That was well done. J-Dub has 3 assists. OKC 63, Minnesota 57. 4 minutes into quarter number 3 of game 2. Conley on the dribble weave to McDaniel swooping out front, leaving for Edwards. Anthony behind the back dribble, shuttles right, ducking left in the lane. Chum passing out of traffic, left wing to Conley. A reach-in foul called on Dort on a drive-by. That's the Thunder's second team foul. Lou Dort committing his first. Side out Wolves. Minnesota not sustaining a heavy volume of makes. They made 40% of their shots, but they've knocked down 5 more threes than the Thunder in game 2, 9-4. Timberwolves 9 of 26 from beyond the arc. The Thunder are 4 of 24. Holmgren sits with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Caruso in to replace him. 14 to shoot for the Wolves. 7:52 left third quarter. Randall handles left wing. Banging on Caruso, backing down. Grinding, drop-stepping, comes baseline and bangs home a 5-footer. No double team came, and Randall got to a strong hand. 63-59. Thunder lead dribbles to 4 again. Dub, fed, pulls up, fires, angle left three-pointer. Nothing but net. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. That time, Dub, without hesitation, stepped into an open tray and nailed it. His first three-pointer tonight. 66-59 Thunder. Jalen Williams has 13 as Edwards swoops right to left, pulls up and dishes left corner to Conley, slicing baseline. Puts it right corner, McDaniels driving. Across the lane on Dort, misses a scoop. Hartenstein has the loose ball, giving to Dub. 2-on-3 at the moment. Jalen behind the back dribbles on Conley, wedges away in the lane, across his body floats a runner that goes from 5 feet away as Dub flexes. Going to Muscle Beach, baby, on that deuce. Oklahoma City 68, the Timberwolves 59. 5 consecutive Jalen Williams authored points. Edwards between the rings. Swooping left, now right, down the lane, across his body, lays it up and hits it over Hartenstein and begs for a foul. 68-61. Edwards in attack mode has 18. Thunder by 7, 6:40 left third quarter. Wolves love the ball to begin the fourth. They won the opening tip, bouncing inside Caruso, lobbing. Hartenstein can't corral it. It's free, and Edwards has it. Horrible pass. Up the left side, McDaniels to the baseline on the run, lays it in. Live ball giveaway triggers the Wolves in transition to within 5 at 68-63. OKC is not as focused as maybe they'll need to be to win game 2. Minnesota hanging around despite being outplayed the majority of the night. 6:28 left third quarter. Oklahoma City 68, Minnesota 63 in game 2 of the Western Finals. This is Thunder Basketball.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at OGE.com/Smart Hours.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Concert information. I got stolen by the Crowder Grace and Glory Tour featuring Crowder. Sunday night, October 26th in Oklahoma City at Paycom Center. With special guest Passion Music, Louis Giglio, plus Carrie Job Carnes and Cody Carnes. Tickets and info available at awakeningfoundation.com. Crowder Grace and Glory Tour, presented by the Awakening Foundation, a nonprofit organization.
Welcome back. inside Paycom Center, where the Wolves have cut a little bit into the Thunder lead since halftime. OKC on top 68-63. This is despite the Wolves going one of their last 8 from three-point range. However, Minnesota has tied the Thunder in terms of points in the paint at 30 apiece. Here's Matt Pinto.
Western Conference Finals are here, which means there's all new gear in the Thunder Shop. Get loud for the Thunder postseason with the latest playoff styles at the official Thunder Shop at Paycom Center or online at okcthunder.com/shop. Yeah, the equalizer in this game continues to be the Thunder's inability to make threes. They're 5 of 25 from distance. On the night, the Wolves have gotten up 4 more shots than the Thunder, and Oklahoma City is struggling to sustain offense. 4 of 11 since re-engaging the Wolves coming out of the locker room. 1 of 5 from distance in this third. Thunder led by 11 moments ago, but the lead is 5 right now as they'll have possession with Caruso, Gilgeous-Alexander, J-Dub, Lou Dort, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Minnesota's counter is Julius Randle, Naz Reid with 3 fouls, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards. Minnesota's bench has 18 total points between DiVincenzo, Reed, and Alexander Walker tonight, with Thunder tallying 9 among reserves, 7 of those courtesy of Alex Caruso, who's in the game. 6.5 left in the third. Wolves will have the ball to begin the fourth. They deploy in a 1-2-2 zone. Dub out front to take a look. Caruso screens. Dub will fire straightaway three-pointer that he misses back rim, and that's a really poor shot. Thunder made 5 of 26 three-pointers. That's a no-pass jack by Dub. Ball free at midcourt, knocked away by Dub. Recovered by DiVincenzo, giving to Ant. Right wing to Randle. Slashing left on Hartenstein. Kicks left corner, Reed open. Catch shoot 3 is on the way. In and out, no good. Lou Dort there to snag a 6th rebound. Thunder get it back up 5. Inside the 6-minute mark of the third. Dub drives left baseline, feeding shade to the rim. Scoops and scores it nicely. Weaving left to right across the paint. SGA now with 23. A smooth move there. Thunder 70 to Timberwolves 63. Edwards on the handle. Caruso on it. Ant burrows right. Contained. Shovel feeds DiVincenzo. Slashing left. Left corner kicks to McDaniels wide open. His 3-ball off this time. Dub has the miss, his 6th. Thunder with back-to-back stops. Dub pushing straight away. The Wolves retreat effectively. Gives it up left wing to Dort. Back to Dub. Smothered by DiVincenzo. Bob popped away, but Dub got it back. Grinding left, a step into the paint. Jump pass from right wing Caruso. Catch shoot rainbow 3 is on the way. Short, not close. Reed has the miss. Thunder are 5 of 27 on three-pointers. Randle attacking up the right side. Played by Dub, who swipes at him. Randle backing down up top to Reed. Slashing right away from Dort. In traffic, shovels the ball left corner to DiVincenzo, and the Thunder commit a reach-in foul, either Dub or Hartenstein, as OKC now is at the foul limit with 5:02 left in the third quarter. That could begin to tilt the scales to the visitor. Timberwolves are 4 of 5 from the foul line. The Thunder 11 of 12. Really rugged night for the Thunder shooting threes. 18%, 5 of 27. Hartenstein out. Cason Wallace in as Oklahoma City goes small across the board. Caruso's guarding Naz Reid, who's 6'11". Edwards to trigger, does near midcourt to Alexander Walker. Angling left on the dribble. Caruso jumps him, 10 to shoot. Alexander Walker slashes left. Leans in, floats. A 12-footer that's short. Loose ball, Reed. Took it away from Wallace. Then he's traveling, extracting himself from Wallace. But a foul calling on Cason. 70-63. The Thunder lead is a scant 7 as they are over the foul limit with 4:52 left in the third quarter. They get Cason Wallace on a personal foul there. But the crowd is incensed as Naz Reid goes to the free throw line for the first time in game 2. Reid from the line in the playoffs at 73%. Right foot in front of the left. Arch the first and sticks it. So the Timberwolves are down 2 possessions, 70-64. They want to be within striking distance and then come up with a big fourth quarter to steal game 2 to even this series at 1-1. That's their game plan. And they've navigated and executed it well thus far tonight. Reid for the second has 5 in reserve in 11 minutes. That one looks good. It's in and out. No good, though. Randle grabs the miss. Pump fakes Dub, lays it up, misses that. Reid tips a rebound out of bounds, but they say it's off of Oklahoma City. So going smaller has opened the pathway to offensive rebounding for Minnesota. Rebounds on the night, even at 32, but this is the third crack this trip for the T-Wolves. 14 to shoot, 4:48 left in the third. DiVincenzo underneath the inbound. Holding. Sends it up the sideline to Reid. Crowded by Caruso. Gets the outlet near midcourt to Alexander Walker. Left wing DiVincenzo lobbing. Randle catches. Dort strips it. What a play by Lou Dort, a first-team all-defensive selection. Outstanding anticipation. Dub Giving to Shea down the lane, floats it on the run. Banks it home left-handed on Alexander Walker and gets a bang for his bucket. Oh, what a play by Shea. SGA, so good always. 72-64 Thunder, an and one coming on Alexander Walker's first foul. 4:34 left. It began with the Dort strip and has culminated on the offensive end by SGA with an and one. That's the 7th Thunder takeaway in Game 2. Dub out, Holmgren in. Jalen with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists in Game 2. As OKC leads by 8, that's where it stood at halftime. 4:34 left in the quarter. Randall sits, limited to 6 in Game 2. Rudy Gobert on to replace him. Shea shadow strokes awaiting the ball from referee Pat Frayer. It's like a rain delay. Shea giving it now a perfect 6 of 6 at the line. Make it 7 of 7. He's not flustered ever, is he? 73-64 Thunder. Won the quarter by 1, lead the game by 9. Edwards on the handle. He's taking one shot in the quarter. Gobert screens for him out front. Dort fights over it. Edwards snakes to the top, gives left wing to Reed. Blasting, lobbing. Right wing Alexander Walker. Run off the line by Shea. Down the lane to the rim. Lays it up left-handed. Can't convert. Loose ball tipped out. Dort has it. 3-on-1. Lugens down the lane. Kicks baseline to Caruso. Lays it up and in with a right-hand reverse on Reed. Beautifully done in transition. Timeout Timberwolves. OKC 75, Minnesota 64, 4:10 left third quarter. Alex Caruso bringing the burst he always does off the bench with 9. And OKC's outrun Minnesota 12-7 in fast break points in Game 2. Back to their largest lead of the night, 11, with 4:10 left in the third. This is Thunder Basketball.
With Mazio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazios.com.
Whether watching your favorite team play or getting through the day, clear vision is important. For 50 years, the doctors at the nationally ranked Dean McGee Eye Institute have been committed to helping Oklahomans achieve their best possible vision. From regular eye exams to LASIK to cataract surgery, Dean McGee is the one source for all your eye care needs. So let the professional eye care provider of the OKC Thunder help you see more clearly. For an appointment at one of Dean McGee's 5 locations, visit dmei.org. Dean McGee Eye Institute. Vision for life.
Stevie Nicks. One special night. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Fridays don't start till Taco Mayo says so. Meet the new steak fajita empanada, loaded with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and signature Chipotle Ranch, handmade and cooked fresh to order. And every Friday, make an item fajita style and crank up the flavor like never before. Only Taco Mayo. It's Fajita Fridays, only at Taco Mayo. Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Indiana Pacers took a 1-0 lead with an incredible comeback win over the Knicks in that series opener. Aaron Nesmith hit 6 3-point shots in the last 5 minutes of regulation alone to help the Pacers overcome a double-digit deficit. Tyrese Halliburton scored 31 points. Jalen Brunson had 43 in a losing effort. Game 2 will be in New York tomorrow night. Here's Matt Pinto.
Loud City turning the volume up during the timeout. OKC is run on a 5-0 burst to an 11-point lead, matching their largest. 4:10 left third quarter. 75-64 Thunder. Don't stay on the sidelines this postseason. Join Paris Austin and Nick Gallo on the official Thunder Basketball Universe podcast presented by Summer Moon Coffee for exclusive coverage of your favorite team. Get free access wherever you get your podcasts and be sure to subscribe so you never miss a beat. The question now becomes, for a Thunder team that's made 73% of its non-3-point shots in this game, can they knock down some threes to distance themselves from the Wolves and set themselves up to win Game 2? We'll see. Minnesota ball off the stoppage. Thunder out of fouls. Timberwolves have 2 to give in the final 4:10 of the third. Alexander Walker, DiVincenzo, 2 off the bench with Edwards, Gobert, and Naz Reid for the Wolves. Wallace in the backcourt pestering DiVincenzo. Barreling up the left side, gives to Alexander Walker, straightening up. Left wing DiVincenzo to the baseline on Holmgren. Slides and shovels, loses the ball with his body out of bounds. Holmgren held his ground, stayed vertical, forcing the Timberwolves into their 8th turnover. It's Gilgeous-Alexander, Holmgren, Dort, Cason Wallace, and Alex Caruso for the Thunder. OKC looking to push to its largest lead tonight. It stands 11 right now against the 2-3 zone. Shea. He's in the foul line area to Holmgren. Extracts himself from Gobert. Back to Shea near midcourt with 8 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander to the dribble. Flashes baseline on DiVincenzo. Pulls up, pop, 17-foot jumper, drops. And Shea smiles at the bench. 7 straight Thunder tallies. The lead balloons to 13. A night high for the Thunder, 77-64. Shea doing it with 28. Alexander Walker left wing to Reid, and on the entry, Caruso got his hand caught in the cookie jar, committing his 3rd foul. 3:25 left in the third. That stops the clock and brings free throws for Naz Reid. So while the Thunder attempted 10 foul shots in the opening half, Minnesota won. The table's turning a little bit here. Timberwolves will attempt their 6th and 7th foul shots at the quarter. As a unit, they're 5 of 7 at the line. Reid is 1 of 2 with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Another quiet outing in the Western Finals for Naz Reid. His first foul shot here is up. No good. 77-64 Thunder. Edwards a quiet second half. In fact, he has only a bucket since intermission. Reid readies with a second foul shot. He's attempted only 1 shot. Snaps that one off. He nails it. And it's 77-65 Oklahoma City. Critical 3:25 between now and when we get to the fourth, where Minnesota will have the ball to begin the frame. Minnesota extends its 2-3 zone. Shea against the double, lobs at the foul line to Caruso, driving. Pulls up, kicks out right wing Wallace, open, snaps off a rainbow 3. Got it! Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. Over the top, that zone busted. 80-65 Thunder. Cason makes his first trade tonight. Alexander Walker up top. Wedging right back up a Gobert pick. Bounce feeds inside to Rudy. Knocked away by Shea. Gathered by Wallace. Cason 3-on-2. Down the lane, alley-ooping. Chet Holmgren gathers and thumps. Big two-hand send down. Chet Holmgren. Timeout Wolves. Chet Holmgren, a sinister slam. It's a 12-1 Thunder burst. And man, when this team gets rolling, it is fun to watch. 82-65 Thunder in a blink. 2:51 left in the third. Wow. This is Thunder basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at OGE.com/Smart Hours.
Thunder forced the Wolves into 4 third quarter turnovers, converting those into 14 overall fast break points, knocking down 10 of 19 third quarter shots. The trio of Holmgren, J-Dub, and SGA accounting for 59 of Oklahoma City's 82 points. Thunder won the first quarter 29-25, the second quarter 29-25, busting it open a bit here to extend the lead to 17 on a 24-15 advantage in the third frame. It's a 12-1 run blooming for the top seed in the West with 2:51 left third quarter. What do the Wolves have in response as Randall returns with Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Anthony Edwards, and Dante DiVincenzo. Thunder out of fouls. 2:51 left in the third. 82-65 Thunder. Alexander Walker across the timeline. Gives to Randall out front. Pestered by Caruso. Lefty. Crowded between the rings of DiVincenzo, 12 to shoot, right wing Edwards. Slashing left, kicks to DiVincenzo up top. Back to Edwards, angle right on Caruso, stutter steps. To the foul line, falling down, kicks left wing to DiVincenzo, and a foul called on Caruso, who says he did nothing. But the clock stops, and Edwards goes to the foul line with 2:33 left in the third quarter. Now Caruso got his legs entangled with Anthony Edwards, and as a result, incurs his 4th personal foul. Wrong place, wrong time, but it was a foul. Edwards 1-of-1 at the line, has 18 points. His first foul shot is up and good. So Edwards had long stretches in game one in which he didn't attempt shots. And that's been the case here. He's attempted one shot from the field the entire third quarter. He now has 19 points. He and McDaniels are the only double-figure point men for the Wolves. Caruso sits down with 4 fouls, has 9 points, a rebound, and an assist as J-Dub replaces him. 2:33 left third quarter. OKC by 16, 82-66. Edwards fires the second foul shot and nails that. From the line, the Wolves are 8 of 11. The Thunder are 12 of 13 in game 2. Shea lobs up the right side to Wallace. Run down on the right corner by Reed. Dishes inside to Dort. Lays it up on Edwards, who blocks his shot but fouls to do it. Scott Foster emphatically blows the whistle as Edwards picks up his first. He got the ball cleanly, but I think he got the body of Dort going up. And with 2:25 left third quarter, Lugans awaits the ball at the free throw line on Edwards' first personal. We watch replay. Yeah, Edwards has his hand on the hip of Lou Dort going up. That's a foul. And the Wolves will challenge this call at Edwards' behest with 2:25 left third quarter in an 82-67 game. Here's Scott Foster letting you know. Yeah, I could be proven wrong, but I don't think you can have a hand on the back of a player going up for a layup and that not be deemed an illegal defensive play. We'll see. Because clearly Edwards got the ball cleanly, batting it out with a block. This is a critical call. Thunder led by 17 a moment ago. Edwards gets to the free throw line to stop the clock and put 2 on the board for the Wolves. Then he blocks Dort on a layup after Lou refused to use a pump fake. And if the Wolves win this challenge, they'll get a second down the road, avoid losing a timeout, and they'll avoid a foul on Anthony Edwards. 82-67 right now. We'll be back to let you know the outcome. This is Thunder Basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half.
Where in the world are you watching from? Thanks for hanging out with us today, this morning, this evening, middle of the night, wherever it is where you're watching from all over the world. Now's the time of the show. Please let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Let us know your city and province in there, city and state if you're in the USA, or all over the world. Send those flag emojis out and let's see where the world is gathering from. Hanging out together, making a difference with SickKids Hospital in Toronto. Thank you for being here. Just by being here, you're making a difference. With every view, it calculates into our donation as we do a percentage every single month.
Where in the world are you watching from? Now's the time to show for you to let us know where you're watching from in that chat or by visiting our new live viewers website. Holy Mackinac! As we are passing 100,000 insiders on Toronto Sports Insider, the playoff pulse is a global force. Visit TorontoSportsInsider.com to see our live viewer map and where fans are cheering from right across the globe. While you're there, check out our awesome new website and fresh merch options. Let's keep growing this global community.
Size the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and it rolls off. Thunder missing 2 foul shots in this second half. They're 12 of 14 in the game as Dort awaits the ball for the second. 82-67 Thunder, bidding to go up 2 games to none in the series. Back a 51% field goal shooting tonight. Dort cranks the second. That one looks good and is. And OKC playing through a 6 of 26 three-point shooting night. Lead at 16. Edwards on the handle, guarded by Dort. Gets a Randall pick, slashes left with a step. Down the lane, up and under. Missed the right hand swooping scoop, but he's foul going up. And if it's on Shea, it's going to be his 4th. No, it's Chet Holmgren picking up his second, but that's a straight line drive that the Thunder showed very poor recovery on as Edwards, back of a Randall pick, burst down the lane and really didn't get the turd till he was inside the dotted line. So Edwards at the line is 3 of 3, has 20 points. Minnesota's going to come beating a hard path back in this game. They're down 16. Edwards' first stroke at the stripe is pure. He's got 21 after a Game 1 18-point performance. 2:17 still left in the third quarter, a world of time. And Minnesota had, in the regular season, 15 wins from double digits down, to its credit. Edwards hit them both as Randall and Dort get entangled. Julius Randle pushing off without a whistle. Thunder lead was 17 a moment ago. It's 14 now. Against the zone, Dub penetrates, kicks, left corner finds Lou for three, lobs and sticks it. Pitching a Thunder money ball. So Lou Gensdor to score the last four for the Thunder. OKC back up 17, 86-69. Behind the back dribbling is Edwards. Slashing and kicking. Left corner, DiVincenzo. Catch shoot three is up. In and out, no good. Rebound tip. Randle loses it. Wallace has it. Thunder get it back. 1:50 left in the third. Nursing a 17-point lead. Wallace down the lane, sidesteps. Shovels to Holmgren to the rim. Dunks! Hammers! A right hand. Elevated, sinister slam, and a technical foul called on whom? It's on the Thunder. It's on Holmgren. But that dunk is tonight's Boomerang Diners boom of the game. Randle will shoot the tech on Holmgren, apparently for taunting. I didn't see it. He's got 18 now, and Oklahoma City leads by 19. Should have been a foul called on DiVincenzo. There wasn't. And I think Holmgren's upset about that. The basketball god smile as Edwards misses the tech. 1:43 left in the third. OKC is establishing a burst that few can match. Outscoring Minnesota 30-19 in the third quarter as they outscored them 32-18 in game one. 19-point Thunder lead, 1:40 left third quarter. Wallace now on Edwards. And up the right sideline. Stabilizing front court, giving to Alexander Walker. Left wing Reed, left corner DiVincenzo. Up the sideline, Alexander Walker. Straight away Randle. Thunder in the zone. Randle flashing left with strong hands. Stripped of the ball. Down his leg out of bounds by Dort. They call it Wolves possession. I'm not sure that ball didn't hit Randle last. 7 to shoot. Thunder on a 17-5 burst the last 3 minutes. DiVincenzo will trigger. Thunder are going to challenge this. That ball was off of Randle. No, they don't get it in time. Randle pushing off, called for an offensive foul. All's well that ends well. Randle shoves Dub to the floor, picking up his second. Is he frustrated right now? 2 of 11 shooting, 6 points in game 2 for Julius Randle. And he came in ultra hot. 25 points per in that 4-1 ouster of the Golden State Warriors in the Western semis. That's the Wolves' 10th turnover, by the way, for 14 Thunder points. And they have 6 of those in this quarter and are down 19. Thunder bid for a 20-point lead here. 1:20 left in the third. Gildas Alexander on the handle just inside midcourt. Slashing right, barreling left down the lane. Leans in, lays it up, and he's knocked down hard by the tandem of DiVincenzo and Naz Reid. As OKC is like a shark smelling blood in the water right now, and they are going to town. As Gildas Alexander looks to build on his 28-point showing in 31 minutes. Has he ever been efficient tonight? 10 of 15 shooting, nailing all 7 of his free throws. The foul is on DiVincenzo, his second. Shea strokes the first. Pure. Thunder 89, the Timberwolves 69. Oklahoma City pulling away with 1:13 left in the third quarter. Mighty impressively. 31-19 over Minnesota. T-Wolves under 40% shooting again at 37. Shea's second looks good and is. The lead is 21. Timberwolves close to 6 with 4:52 left this quarter. Thunder 20-5 since. And in the 2-3 zone here. Edwards gets the ball back from DiVincenzo. Back slot right. DiVincenzo throws it away, but Reed takes it away. In the lane, stripped of the ball by Holmgren. SGA's got it. 55 seconds left in the third. Thunder by 21. Looking to put a sleeper hold on the Wolves in game 2. Gildas Alexander played by his cousin Alexander Walker at the top of the 2-3 Wolves zone. Shea, 40 feet away with 8 to shoot. Angles right against Randle, 5 to shoot. Got to go. Shea dancing. Crosses over, kicks on the wing to Wallace. Catch and shoot, rainbow 3 is up and in! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball! Cason Wallace turns to the crowd and plays it, baby! 93-69 Thunder. 34 seconds left in the third. Edwards straight away working on Dort. Angles left with defenders down the lane, scoops and scores it nicely from 5 feet away. He's got 24. 93-71 Thunder. Last shot time for Oklahoma City virtually. A 2-second difference game. The shot clock. Shea doubled. Jump passing straight away to Dub. Left corner Dort up the sideline to Dub. Thunder playing the clock. 10 to shoot. Dub guarded by Edwards. Gets a high screen from Holmgren. Waits for it to settle. Pass fakes, 5 to shoot. Barreling right. Stutter steps on DiVincenzo. Drives on the run. Banks it. No good. Tip followed by Holmgren won't go. Caught for the rebound. DiVincenzo has it. Firing a 60-footer one end to the other. Wide right. No good. Thunder led at the half by 8. They lead going to the fourth quarter by 22. 93-71. Loud City. Pumped up. Fourth quarter coming in game 2 of the Western Finals from Paycom Center. Oklahoma City 93, the Timberwolves 71. This is Thunder Basketball.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment, and your wallet. Sign up today to receive nearly half-priced electricity at oge.com/smarthours.
Big wins are blooming across Riverwind Casino, and the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment.
Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Timberwolves went a 6-minute stretch in that third quarter without a made field goal. Knocked down just 6 of 20 in the third, failing to make any of their 6 threes. Turned it over 5 times. At the strength of the Thunder defense breathing down their neck, OKC 13 of 23 shooting in the third. Began to find the range from 3, 4 of 10 there. Forcing the 5 turnovers. Now have 19 points off of 11 takeaways in Game 2. This makes the 11th time in 13 playoff games for the Thunder in this run in which they've scored at least 18 points off takeaways, and they're in command going to the fourth, outscoring the Wolves 23-7 down the stretch to the final 4.5 minutes to own a 22-point lead going to the fourth at 93-71. 35-21 Thunder in the third. I would be remiss if I did not tell you the last time these two teams met here, OKC led by 22 at the end of 3 quarters, and the Wolves came back to win in overtime. We'll see if the Thunder learned lessons from that experience as they split the 4 games with Minnesota during the regular campaign. Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Wolves. McDaniels out front, pestered by Caruso with 4 fouls. Jaden shovels spot right to Conley, working the dribble. Off the ball, Gobert is grabbed by Aaron Wiggins, and a whistle quickly ensues 15 seconds into the fourth. That's something the Thunder cannot afford to see happen. Don't pick up off-ball fouls like that, as Wiggins picks up his first. Wallace, Hartenstein, Wiggins, Caruso, and J-Dub for Oklahoma City. The final score of the night I referred to on February 24th of 131-128 Wolves. Alexander Walker left the fire unguarded, fires a wing 3-pointer and nails it. 93-74. Wolves showed an attack zone against Thunder in that comeback. They're man-to-man now. Caruso, left baseline, grabbed by Conley, fouled by Conley. Very late to blow the whistle was Tony Brothers, but he got it right on the Wolves' first team foul in the fourth quarter. So Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren sit to begin the fourth. Dub is the anchor among the starters on the court for the Thunder. Shea's got 30 again. 18 for Holmgren. Dub on the handle. Gets a Wiggins pick. Can't free. Gets a Hartenstein pick. Rubs right. Hartenstein called for an offensive foul on Alexander Walker. So the Thunder have a foul, a turnover, and have allowed a 3-pointer to begin the fourth quarter. 11-19 still left. A world of time. Minnesota down 19, 93-74. Speed dribbling Conley, left baseline McDaniels driving. Head away with the travel. Corner right finds Reed for a fadeaway three. No good. Offside rebound tipped to the air. McDaniel takes it away from Hartenstein. Ball swung up top to Alexander Walker. Burrowing left on Caruso. Down the lane unguarded. Lays it in with the left hand. 5 consecutive Wolves points to begin the fourth. It's 93-76. Alexander Walker has 9 in game 2. Dub guarded by McDaniels deep in the backcourt. Off the stutter step. Looks to initiate the attack. Thunder scoreless in the fourth. Top of the key swoops Dub to the baseline. Kicks right corner Wiggins. Slashing right to left in the lane. Pump fakes, twirls, comes to the baseline, and Reed blocks his layup out of bounds with 8 to shoot. Minnesota playing with fury, recognizing the fate that they deal with should they fall in game 2. It's 93-76 Thunder, 10:44 left. 8 on the shot clock. Dub will trigger underneath left of his own bucket. McDaniel's on it. Corner right, Hartenstein back to Dub. Slashing left. Down speeds inside to Isaiah. Catches and dunks. That's well done. Excellent bounce dish by Dub for his 5th assist. Thunder up 24 dimes in game 2. The Wolves 17. 95-76. Ball swung to Gobert up top holding. Gives to Collins. Slicing right into the paint. Leans in, goes right-hand runner, no good. Rebound fought for off the body of Gobert out of bounds, but they say Hartenstein touched it last. 95-76, 19-point game, 10:22 to play. 14 on the shot clock. And that ball's off of Hartenstein on replay. Conley will trigger underneath. The veteran given the ball, looking, holding. Lobbing, left wing to Gobert. Straight away to McDaniels, driving right. Got away with the travel, and they get a foul call on Caruso. Wow. Jaden McDaniels took 4 steps, and Alex Caruso has 5 fouls. 95-76, 10:19 left. McDaniels has had a big game offensively with 15, attempting his first 2 free throws at this one. A very good foul shooter during the playoffs. In fact, 91% as he knocks down the first. 18-point game. Thunder have led this one by as many as 24, pushing ahead substantially as the third quarter progressed. Wolves on the comeback trail. McDaniels gets them both. He has 17 game 2 points. He and Edwards, the only double-figure point man for the Wolves, and Edwards is resting to begin the fourth. 95-78. Caruso pestered by Alexander Walker full court. Wide right to Dub. Sliding left into the paint. Fades away, fires. Rainbow 13-foot jumper, rolls around and in. Jalen Williams over Gobert, lofts and sticks it. He has 17. Under 97, the Wolves 78. Ball fed to Reed. Angling right, shadowed by Wiggins, gives to Conley, who swoops out front. 9:50 to play. Conley feeds a high post right to Reed. Sizing up Wiggins. Barrels baseline. Backs down, grinding. In deep. Across his body goes lefty and gets a hook from 5 feet out. 97-80. Wolves recognize the mismatch, and Reed saw it through. He now has 8. Dub on the handle, driving right, elevates, fires. 13-foot stroke is off. Hartenstein has to miss and then loses the ball off his body out of bounds. 17-point game. SGA back in for stability with 9:30 left. Sitting down Wiggins. Well, the Wolves are beating a path back, outscoring the Thunder 9-4 in the fourth. Down 17. 9:29 left in the second game of this series. Conley across the timeline against Wallace's on-ball pressure. Gives the ball to Reed at the logo. Angling and kicking, throws it away. Caruso to steal. 1-on-2. Down the lane anyway. Challenging. Scoops leaves it short, and that was not a good challenge by him. And a loose ball foul comes on Hartenstein off of the miss. Caruso attacking 1-on-2 rather than pulling the ball back out, recognizing right now the clock is a Thunder ally, up by 17. Hartenstein guilty of his second foul. Thunder have 3 team fouls. They've got 1 more to give with 9:10 still left. Conley up the left side against Wallace. Feeds the wing to Gobert, gets it back and strokes an open 3-pointer that's no good, in and out. Caruso doubles back and snags the miss. Giving to Gilgeous-Alexander, who's got another 30-point showing. Shea off the stutter step to the baseline on Conley. Elevates, fires, fadeaway 17-foot jumper short. Reed the miss. Shea at 30-plus, by the way, for the 9th time in the playoffs. Reed up top, slashing right. Down the lane, lays it up on Hartenstein and is fouled doing so. 8:43 to play. The formula for a comeback is in effect for Minnesota. They have burned the Thunder of all 4 of their team fouls they had to give. Any whistle against Oklahoma City from here results in free throws for the Timberwolves. And Naz Reid at the line is 2 of 4. He has 8 points, and he is the crux of what Minnesota is trying to get accomplished offensively with 8:43 left. Spins the ball in front of him. Reed arcs the first. It rolls in. The LSU product awaits the second as Caruso exits with 5 fouls and Lou Dort re-enters. Anthony Edwards comes back from Minnesota, sitting down Mike Conley. Well, it's getting more interesting than you might have imagined it would be at this point. The Thunder's 24-point lead is down to 16 with 8:43 still remaining. Reed spins the ball in front of him, fires the second foul shot, and nails that 15-point game. It's a 13-4 Minnesota extended run. Gilgeous-Alexander on the handle. McDaniels greets him. Hartenstein screen, Shea behind it, angling right. Steps away. Gives to Hartenstein. No maneuverability either way there. Hartenstein smothered by Gobert. Fouled, no whistle, and now they get Rudy Gobert. No, they don't get Gobert on a foul. They get Mark Dagnall calling a Thunder timeout. Well, the Wolves are beating a path back, folks. 97-82, an eerie feeling unless the Thunder can find an ability to push back. 8:29 left in game 2. OKC by 15, 97-82 as we break away. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder fans, the Thunder are playing excellent basketball, and MidFirst Bank has a great way for you to show our All-Stars your support. Score $200 and a Thunder or Rumble debit card when you open a new MidFirst checking account. Use your $200 to buy fan gear or MVP-worthy apparel. Bank like a champion with the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Learn more today at midfirst.com/thunderup. Member FDIC.
Devon Energy and the Oklahoma City Thunder have launched Devon Sports Lab, a STEM-based program designed to help students improve their game and become excited about STEM through the science behind basketball drills. Our goal is for students to discover how to improve their athletic performance with a better understanding of fundamental science and math concepts. If you have a student in elementary or middle school, visit www.okcthunder.com/sportslab to learn more.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the NBA Finals.
In the NBA Finals, any moment can become unforgettable. Now is your chance to watch the next moment you'll remember forever.
Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Unforgettable awaits. The 2025 NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV begin June 5th on ABC.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno.
Matt Pinto welcoming you back to Paycom Center. Join the Thunder Reading Challenge presented by American Fidelity. The challenge tips off June 1st when kindergarten through 5th grade students are encouraged to read 20 minutes a day for the month of June for a chance to win a Thunder prize pack and be eligible to win a Thunder jersey. Register at okcthunder.com/reading challenge. Here's the bottom line. OKC's got to deliver another spurt to salt this thing away. They've been outscored 11-4 in the fourth quarter, playing more tentatively in the fourth than they did at any point in the third, and they fouled with a lack of discipline, and that's opened the door for the Wolves to battle back from 22 down after 3, to attempt 17 second-half free throws to 7 for Oklahoma City, and the Thunder are out of fouls right now. Minnesota's committed only 1 team foul. So the recipe is there for a comeback for the Wolves. Can the Thunder hold their ground at home as the top seed and find a way to finish this? Hartenstein, Dub, Kaysen Wallace, SJ, and Lou Dort for the Thunder against Jaden McDaniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Naz Reid plotting on ball pressure, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards for the Wolves. 9 to shoot. Dort to inbound, far sideline front court. Scott Foster gives him the ball. The crowd encourages OKC. Wallace cuts to it, has it near midcourt against Alexander Walker. Holding, right wing Dub. Drives and kicks right wing to Dort for a fadeaway rainbow 3 that's up. Not close. Hartenstein back taps the miss though to Wallace. Slot left Shea, 8:15 to play. Shea to the baseline on Edwards. Separates himself, fades away, and misses a 15-footer in and out. Heartbreak. Reed clears as the Wolves get it back 4 minutes into the fourth, down 97-82. Edwards on the handle, guarded by Wallace. Dances. Dashes back of a Gobert pick. Feeds Rudy up top, gets it back. Edwards holds. 10 to shoot. Whips the ball spot right to McDaniels. 8 to shoot. Crossing over on Shea. Into the lane. On the run, lays it up and lays it in. 97-84. Straight line drive makes it a 13-point game with 7:45 left. Thunder 24-point lead is shrinking. Gildas Alexander against his own look. Angles right, barrels left, pulls up, fade, 13-foot jumper on the way, ring it up. Shea's got 32 as he did in game one. It's 99-84 with 7.5 to play. Edwards blasting right, splits defenders, down the lane, lays it up, misses the layup. Shea may have gotten a piece of it. Dort rips the rebound away from Gobert. So Gildas Alexander, the MVP, stabilizing things with 7:20 left. Shea ducks right, away from McDaniels off the stutter step, leans in, floats a runner that's short, but he's fouled en route by either Alexander Walker or Gobert. And he gets to the free throw line, slow to get up. Hopefully okay. Holding his upper back and neck area, still not on his feet. 7:16 left. That's the Wolves' second team foul. OKC 99, Minnesota 84. Gildas Alexander, another masterpiece with 18 field goal attempts, converting 11. He's 9 of 9 for the line for 32 points. A foul committed by Alexander Walker tripping Shea, or was it on Gobert? Either way, it's a second team foul on the Wolves with 7:16 left. 99-84 Thunder. Shea readies for the first, snaps it off. It tumbles short, no good. Thunder are now 15 of 18 free throwing. They all matter. Trying to protect this lead. So much at stake. A 2-0 Thunder advantage puts them in the driver's seat firmly in this series if they can hang on. Wallace out, Caruso back in with 5 fouls for the Thunder. Shea readies for the second. That one out of his right hand looks good and is. 33 for SGA. 184 Thunder with 7:15 left in game 2. Edwards walks it across the timeline. Gobert screens to the top. Edwards against the zone. Angles right. Gives it up on the wing to Alexander Walker. Corner right Reed. Closed out. Right wing to Alexander Walker. Slashing left. Challenging Holmgren. Shovels to Gobert for the dunk. 186. Thunder defense not as stout in this fourth quarter as it's been throughout the night. Shea behind the back dribbles. Wrestling his way across the timeline against McDaniels. Crosses him over. Shuttles left. Ducks right. Floats it across his body. Counts if it goes. And no, they say it was prior to continuation, but McDaniels finally called for a foul. He's got nothing to lose right now. He has fouls to play with. His third. That's the third team foul on Minnesota. So they still have one to give before the penalty ensues for them in a 186 game with 6:45 to play in eternity. Dort to inbound. Dub wrestles his way to it. Blast left. Challenging Gobert, leans in and lays it in with the left hand. Big burst to the bucket by Dub. The All-Star with 19. OKC by 16. McDaniels on the dribble weave to Reed near midcourt to Edwards with 6.5 left. Edwards slides right, pulls up, fires a lean-in three that's up, no good. Caruso tips the rebound to Alexander Walker. Stripped to the ball by Dub. Big recovery by the second team all-defensive selection. That for the Wolves, their 13th turnover. Shea drives by McDaniels into the front court, stutter steps. And McDaniels just shoves him from behind, knocking him down. Scott Foster, you got to do something there. There's no play on the ball there as McDaniels then shoves Dort. McDaniels 4 fouls. 102-86. McDaniels a clear shove of Shea on the foul from behind. And they're going to indicate offsetting technicals here between Dort and McDaniels. 6:14 to play, but they're going to replay. There's no play on the ball there whatsoever by McDaniels, who was beaten on the dribble by Shea and just shoved him in the back from behind. That is an absolute non-basketball play, and there is no call for the dirtiness of what just happened. 6:14 left. Thunder 102, the Wolves 86, and Minnesota is now out of fouls as well. But it won't be free throws here at side-out Thunder as Scott Foster confers with Pat Frayer and Tony Brothers, the 3 officials. They're going to go to replay on this. Jaden McDaniels showing signs of frustration, chasing the MVP, and then just shoving him from behind after he was beaten off the dribble.
We have a double trigger on the play. We're checking to see if the foul meets a flagrant foul and if there was a hostile act after the play.
No, there is a hostile act. There's no question about that. But the criteria seems very loose. It's wind up and follow through. Is there wind up on a shove? That becomes very speculative. And that's what now Scott Foster and Tony Brothers, along with aid from Secaucus, New Jersey's replay center, will have to determine. McDaniels was upset. He felt like Shea hooked his arm at midcourt. as the two collided, and then just shoved him from behind. 102-86 to count. 6:14 left. And familiarity breeds contempt. The Thunder have Game 3 coming Saturday in Minneapolis' Target Center. Game 4 on Monday. Will they be up 2-0? But that sets the stage for volatility from here, what McDaniels just did. Scott Foster's off of headset. He's going to go confer with Pat Frayer and Tony Brothers after aid from Secaucus, New Jersey's NBA Replay Center. Here's the decision.
After review, it's been determined that the foul called on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant foul. Penalty 1 for unnecessary contact. James Gilden foul again will shoot 2 and they'll retain possession of the ball.
So that's a massive mistake and lack of discipline on the part of a very good player in Jaden McDaniels. But Jaden shows his youth. He's in his 5th year at age 24. As Shea will shoot 2 to the bucket to my left with an empty lane. He's knocked down 10 of 11 free throws in Game 2, has 33 points. His playoff career high is 38. 33 points for him in 36 minutes on the night he received the MVP trophy. Shea with the first. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and misses it short. 102-86 Thunder, 6:14 to play. The door's not slammed yet. Shea's got one more than the Thunder get possession on the McDaniels flagrant foul penalty 1. Shea strokes the second. That one's good. 34 for SGA. Holmgren's got 18. Dub 19. 3 in doubles for the Thunder. Edwards 24 pacing Minnesota. McDaniels 19. Reed has 10. And Alexander Walker 11 off the bench. Thunder by 17. They led by 22 after 3. 6:14 left. Both sides out of fouls. Shea to inbound does the Dub out near midcourt. Edwards on him. Holmgren screens. Dub hooks it to check. Pump faking Gobert, slashing right. Down the lane, spinning. Across his body, travels. Split his pivot foot. 6:05 left. The Wolves get it back. So the Thunder in a potential 5-point possession get 1. And Minnesota stays alive, down 103-86. Conley back in to join McDaniels. Alexander Walker, Naz Reid, and Anthony Edwards. Gobert is out. Conley greeted by Caruso, who has 5 fouls. Mike, out near midcourt, feeds Reed, angling right, deferring to Edwards. Slides to the top of the key, Dub on him, off the stutter step. Steps back, fires, 20-foot jumper is up and good. 26 for Edwards, it's 103-88. 15-point Thunder lead, 5:45 left. And Daniels again on Shea, who stutter steps across the timeline to activate the attack. Shea, 40 feet from the bucket, 12 to shoot. Holmgren screens, high left, Shea, down the lane behind it. Floats a runner on it with his left hand, banks it too hard from 10. Alexander Walker wrestles the rebound away from Dort, barrels back. Challenging Dub, swooping, lays it up, and lays it in with the right hand. 103-90, the 13-point game with 5:23 left. Alexander Walker, a big force for the Wolves off the bench with 13 on 5 of 7 shooting. Ball rolled to Dub, crowd encouraging the Thunder. Jalen, guarded by Alexander Walker, near midcourt, gets a Shea pick. And Shea's giving the ball up top against Alexander Walker, holding top of the key, slides left. Bully spins, hooks the ball to Dub, pump faking, down the lane bursting. Jump stops, leans in, and lays it in. 105-90, 4:55 to play. Jalen Williams a big, Game 2 at 21. Thunder seek stops. Edwards, shadowed by Dort. Crowd on its feet. Anthony, isolated wide left. Dancing, crosses over, kicks to Reed. Slashing left away from Caruso. Left corner Edwards, pump faking, closed out by Dort, 8 to shoot. Edwards swoops in front of him. Slashing baseline to the rim, lays it up and lays it in with the left hand. 105-92 with 4:32 to play. No quitting the Wolves. They've outscored the Thunder 21-12 in the fourth quarter. Dub screens for Shea, angling left to activate for the Thunder against McDaniels on ball pressure, lobbing right wing to Dub. Out of a double. Dub barreling left. Draws a double, splits it. Stripped of the ball going up. It's free on the deck. And Conley runs it down with 4:15 to play. The Wolves get it back down 13. Alexander Walker down the lane on Shea to the rim, lays it up. Lays it in. It will not count as continuation, but Shea commits a live ball turnover, live ball foul, his fourth. And with 4:07 to play, Minnesota can cozy up within 11. If Alexander Walker makes these free throws, they will have halved the 22-point deficit going to the fourth. Alexander Walker's had a big say in this comeback. Minnesota's outscored the Thunder 21-12 in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker from the line in the playoffs. 11 of 14. Readies for the first. Cranks it and sticks it. He's got 14 points. So the cousin of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander looking to usurp him on his night receiving the MVP in Oklahoma City. 4:07 to play. It's a game, folks. 4th possession difference. 105-93. Alexander Walker's second is perfect. Can the Thunder stay in attack mode here? Jalen Williams across the timeline, a 22-point lead. Actually 24 at one point, down to 11. SJ out front. Draws a double. Shovels left wing to Dub. Left corner Dort. Wide open. Taps off a rainbow three that's not close. Long rebound tumbles out. It's free at midcourt. McDaniels has it. Now Double loses the ball. Dub has it. Long leading Chet to the rim. Elevates. And has a shot blocked by Reed. Dub back on it. Scoop scores, and he's hacked in the act by Conley. Oh, what a sequence. Thunder come out smelling like a rose. Re-extend to a 13-point lead at 107-94 with 3:45 to play. And Dub's at the stripe. That's the tenacity and hustle this team's been known for all season. Jalen Williams, 23 points. His playoff career high 32. That came in Game 3 in Denver. 107-94 Thunder. Hartenstein in, Holmgren out. Chet sits down with 18 points. 3:45 to play. Looking like he might be a little hobbled, favoring his lower left leg. J-Dub to the foul line for the first time in Game 2. Converting 74% in this playoff run for the Thunder. 3:45 left, both sides out of fouls. Both sides with 2 timeouts. Dub eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, misses. Thunder missing 3 at the line in the 4th. They're up 13, retreating to defend. Edwards, pestered by Caruso, stutter steps. Off the stutter step down the lane, lays it up. Block going up by Shai, but a foul coming on the Thunder on a reach-in. Clock stops, 3:35 to play, and Minnesota gets more opportunity at the foul line with no time coming off the clock. Thunder, their own worst enemy in this 4th quarter, got into the penalty early, and that's helped pave the way as Caruso's fouled out to this Minnesota rally. 13-point game as Edwards gets 2 free throws. He's 5 of 6 at the line tonight, has 28 points. Caruso's done with 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in Game 2. Edwards with the first. It's up, good. So Alex fouls out with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to play. His team up 13 as he departs. Getting tighter, though. Minnesota 17 of 21 at the foul line as Edwards, after knocking down the first, gets the second. He has 29 points. Strokes that one. Misses. Off the back rim, Dub high for the rebound, corralling his 8th. Edwards with 29. His team within 12 as Wallace is reached in on by Edwards in the backcourt. No whistle. Shovels to Shai. Crowded by McDaniels. Bumped by McDaniels. Swooping left. Jump passing left baseline to Dub. Pinned. Corner right to Dort. 5 to shoot. Lugan's on the perimeter. 2 to shoot. To the baseline. Cranks a rainbow 21-foot jumper. That's an air ball and a shot clock violation. So the Wolves given a license to maim on that possession. Multiple fouls committed, none called. 3:11 left. The Thunder lead is 12. 107-95. Down to Cases in Game 2. Edwards on the handle. This will factor in a big way in Minnesota's fate. Edwards, back of a pick by McDaniels. Slides right, pulls up. 18-foot jumper is pure. 31 for Edwards. 10-point game at 107-97. Mark Dagnall wants the floor spaced. 2:55 left. Wolves from 24 back. Shai double. Sails the ball to Dub. Left corner Dort. To the baseline on Edwards. Draws 2. Shovels to Holmgren. Leans in and lays it in with the right hand. Well done. 109-97 Thunder. 2:40 remaining. Holmgren's got 20. Edwards up the right side against Dort. Stutter steps. Crosses over. Pulls up. The wing 3 is on the way. Short. Holmgren high for the miss. But loose ball foul coming on the Thunder, called against Holmgren, who sailed over the top of Alexander Walker to grab the missed shot. Thunder look at this to potentially challenge it. 2:33 left. Yeah, I don't see that as a foul at all. Chet goes up. There's no way he commits the foul there at all. And the Thunder, I would guess, are going to challenge this as a timeout's been called with 2:33 to play. They will. And I think the Thunder will win this challenge. There's no contact by Holmgren going up to get that ball whatsoever. The contact comes on the part of Alexander Walker.
During the mandatory charge to Minnesota prior to 30 seconds, Oklahoma City has challenged the win on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to win this challenge. Holmgren never touched Alexander Walker. And if there was any obstruction on the play, it would have been Alexander Walker on Chet after he grabbed the rebound. So with 2:33 to play, It would appear as though the Thunder will have the foul on home.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon, this evening, what time it is, wherever you're watching from all over the world. Now that we have your attention, please help us continue to grow this amazing community. We are over 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and we want to keep climbing all the way up to 250, all the way up to 1 million. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button and helping us grow this awesome community. Don't forget to turn on that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single game of the Eastern and Western Conference Finals for both the NBA and the NHL as part of our Playoff Pulse campaign.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Joe Bowen here, voice of the Leafs. Holy Mackinac, we've passed 100,000 insiders on Toronto Sports Insider. The Playoff Pulse campaign is unstoppable. Let's aim even higher. Subscribe now and join this amazing community making a difference. Together, we're showing SickKids the power of sports fans worldwide. Let's keep growing this global community.
Hey you, yeah you, Easton Cowan, Leafs prospect here. I'm loving these Playoff Pulse live hangouts. Subscribe and turn on the bell to catch every game. Keep the chat buzzing and let's cheer for SickKids together. See you in the chat.
Pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and match your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
Honestly, I'm flabbergasted. I come with less than positive news. They called a Shea touch on the left elbow of Alexander Walker, impacting nothing on the play, as the foul instead of Holmgren. So the challenge by the Thunder is unsuccessful. Alexander Walker gets free throws. Shea incurs his 5th foul with 2:33 to play, and the Timberwolves rally hope stay alive. 109-97 Thunder. Since leading 93-69 late in the third quarter, the Thunder have been outscored 31-16 by the Timberwolves. Minnesota attempting its 23rd and 24th free throws of this game, as Alexander Walker, 2 of 2 there, readies himself for 2 in a 12-point game. Crowd looks to distract him. Alexander Walker, 1 dribble preceding the first. It's up and good. Minnesota playing with composure down the stretch, outscoring Oklahoma City in the fourth quarter by 11, 27-16. While they've made 9 of 15 fourth quarter shots, Thunder missed 2 of 5 free throws and missed 11 of 18 attempts. Alexander Walker's second is nothing but net. 109-99 with 2:33 left. Alexander Walker full court pressing J-Dub. Dub crossing the timeline straight away. Shot clock at 15. Shea screens, giving the ball straight away on McDaniels. Back on the right wing, Dub. Rises, fires, the wing 3 is up and in! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Without hesitation, Dub buries it. He has 26. 2:10 to play. Thunder by 13. Edwards handling slot right on Dort. Shovel feeds right corner, Alexander Walker. Catch you 3 up. A brick. Hit the side of the backboard, glance the rim. Dub there to retrieve. Grabs his 9th rebound with 26 points. Shea out the stutter step. 1:58 to play. Thunder by 13. Shea doubled, slashes right away from it, jump stops, leans in, and lays it in with a right-hand burrowing bucket. 114-99 Thunder, a big 5 in succession by the Thunder 2 All-Stars. 1:45 left. Behind the back dribbling is Edwards, crossing over, pulls up. Out front, McDaniels leans in, launches, a 3-ball good. 114-102, McDaniels with 22 points. Dub against full court pressure, gets it inbound to Casey Wallace. Wallace picked up by Conley, jump pass in front court to Dub with 1:35 to play. Thunder by a dozen. Dub doubles. Who's open? Up the sideline to Dort. Lobbing inside to Holmgren, catching on Reed. Jump stops. Comes to the rim. Lays it in with the left hand. Thunder 116, the Wolves 102. Outstanding response late. 1:20 left. Thunder by 14. Edwards back of a pick by McDaniels. Blasting right to the baseline. Lost the dribble out of bounds, but they call Dort for a foul. Here we lose second. I don't argue that call. A lot of contact there. 1:17 to play. And this has got to be a learning moment for this young Thunder team. Just far too many fouls committed in the fourth quarter of this game. Went in firm command up 22, but They've had some dicey moments down the stretch. Edwards, 6 of 8 foul shooting, has 31. He misses the first, around and out, no good. OKC still in command, up 14, 116-102, doing enough down the stretch to persevere, but they've allowed 31 points to the Wolves in the fourth, which could fuel them for games 3 and 4 at home. Edwards' second is up. That one tumbles good, front rim and down. Thunder by 13, 117 left. Wolves press full court. Dub gets it in deep in the backcourt against the pressure of Alexander Walker. The Thunder spread out. Ball comes to Holmgren, who loses it, but Shea pounces on it. Down the lane, sidesteps Conley. As Edwards blocks his layup, Conley tried to save it, but he's out of bounds with 1:06 left. Credit the Wolves, they've never surrendered tonight, despite being down by 24 in the second half. 116-103 Thunder, 1:06 left. 13 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander a game-high 36. Edwards has 32. 13 on the shot clock. J-Dub to trigger against Alexander Walker's on-ball pressure. Holding. Dort open in the corner. Comes right corner to Holmgren. Pump faking. Barreling right to left on Reed, who pops it away. Dort has it right wing, giving to Shea. Shea on the left flank to the baseline. Pulls up. Fires across his body. No good, but he's hit going up by McDaniels, who has 5 fouls. So Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his mid-range spot and has the defense at his mercy. OKC 116, Minnesota 103 with 57.7 seconds left. Gilgeous-Alexander with 2 successful free throws can tie his playoff career high of 38. Shea shadow strokes. He has 8 assists in this game with 3 rebounds, 36 points. Given the ball for the first. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. Gilgeous-Alexander also has 3 steals in game 2, leading the way for the Thunder. 117-103 Oklahoma City, 57.7 left in regulation. Thunder again for a second straight game in this series, making 50+% of their shots at 50.6, and they have 30 assists tonight. Shea, the chance of MVP. And that now has been validated. He owns the 24-25 Kia MVP trophy. Ready for the second. That one is on the way. Perfect. 118-103 Thunder, 57 seconds left. Conley rolled the ball, shadowed by Wallace. The lefty angles left and feeds Edwards on the perimeter. Shoveling to Reed for a catch-shoot rainbow 3 that's up, no good. Holmgren extends, grabs the miss. That's going to do it, folks. 45 seconds to play. Dub across the timeline, draws a double. Bounce feeds to Shea. Thunder space the floor. 15-point game. Shea splits a double. Comes back out front, running clock. 10 to shoot. 35 seconds left in game 2. Thunder by 15. Shea with 7 to shoot. Passes up the left sideline. To the baseline, spins. Shovels to Holmgren, pump faking. Comes to the rim, missed the layup. 23 seconds left now. And that's a shot clock violation as Chet never hit iron. 24.5 left officially. It's 118-103 Thunder. Edwards across the timeline, guarded by Dort, straight away. Gets a screen from McDaniels. Slides right. Stripped to the ball by Wallace. It rolls to Conley. Up top, McDaniels open. Strokes a three-pointer that tumbles short. Loose ball gathered by Dub, and it's over. 10 seconds left. He will dribble it out. The number 1 seed, Young Thunder, rise at home in the Western Conference Finals to seize command of this series. Up 2-0 now, holding home court with back-to-back double-digit impressive victories. Winning by 26 in game 1 tonight, a bit tighter, 118-103 the final, as Oklahoma City saw the Wolves close as close as 10 with 2:33 left in this fourth quarter, but closed the game 9-3 and are in command up 2 victories to none, heading to Minneapolis' Target Center for game 3 on Saturday after consecutive decisive victories against the Timberwolves. 114-88 in game 1 Tuesday, 118-103 in game 2 tonight. Thunder make 50% of their overall shots for a second consecutive game. Win the rebounding battle for a second consecutive game, 42-41. Get 36 from SGA, 22 from Holmgren, 26 along with 10 rebounds from J-Dub, a double-double. And Lou Dort's going to join me here in a moment, having contributed 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists to this cause, and coming up with 2 steals on the night. Lou, can you hear me okay? Lou, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, congrats on number 1.
Thank you.
Being named finally, well overdue, a first-team all-defensive selection.
Appreciate
How did you
that.
receive that news today?
It was good. It was good. I was really happy, really proud of the work that I did. Shout out to my teammates for pushing my name out there and then the success that we had this season. But, yeah, I was really happy.
You guys have not stepped away from the declaration. Your goal was a championship. You're halfway through the Western Finals now, up 2 victories to none. What did it take tonight to ward off this Minnesota team in the fourth quarter?
Compete, play the whole game. I mean, it's a tough team. They're gonna fight hard the whole game as well. They're gonna make their run. We're gonna make our runs. But we got to do everything on our team to keep the lead.
You knew Edwards would be more aggressive in this game. He wound up with 32 points, but it took him 26 shots to get there. What's key against him, Lou, in terms of defending him mano-a-mano?
He's a good player. He's a tough player. He's their main guy. He's going to take a lot of shots. And my job and the job of the whole team is we got to make everything tough for him, and wish we did tonight.
For you guys to get to Minnesota now, up 2 victories to none, what's the objective going into Game 3 on Saturday?
Going out there and compete. I mean, we're going to have everybody against us. We got to stay together, play our game, and go out there and try to get 2 wins.
Lou, you've grown up with Shea as a Thunder player. You two have stock in the foundational rebuild here. Talk to me about how proud you are of what Shea's accomplished, winning the MVP.
I'm really proud. We got to add K. Rich in there, too. He was there with us when in our bad time, but I'm really proud of him. He worked so hard for that, and I'm glad I was alongside him for this whole journey.
Well, you were there the whole time as well, so
yeah.
You've endured some of the bumps and bruises, but now that you guys have 2 games behind you in this Western Final, up 2 victories to none, what is it about your unit that finds ways to win games like this when you didn't shoot the 3 particularly well at all?
Yeah, we just got to stay together trying to find the right shot. I mean, the open man is the right shot every time. If we get those 3s, we got to let them fly, but we just got to compete and see what we can get offensively.
Hey, congrats on going up 2 victories to none in the series, holding home court. Good luck on Saturday in Game 3, Lou. Again, congrats on the first team all-defensive selection. Way overdue.
Thank you.
Lou Dort joins me from downstairs as OKC wins it, 118-103 in Game 2. Yeah, there were a few nervous moments in that fourth quarter. Minnesota, in essence, showing the heart of a team that was not willing to just surrender, raise the white flag down 22 after 3. Pulled within 10, but OKC from there did a tremendous job of executing, finding the open man, outscoring the Wolves 9-3 down the stretch to win it by 15. Tonight's OG&E power play of the game, it's got to be the guy that received the hardware tonight, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He matches his playoff career high with 38. He had 8 assists with 3 rebounds. He also had 3 steals, was plus 25 in the raw plus-minus. Dort, by the way, our post-game guest, plus 29, the best player by that metric in this game either way, as Lou and Shai combined to help the Thunder win Game 2, 118-103 tonight at Paycom Center. OG&E, we energize life, and those guys energized this Thunder effort. It's a team performance. It always is. The Thunder find a way at home to stay dominant as they continue to win decisively in this building. The lone blemish coming in Game 1 against Denver by 2, but in every other contest, the Thunder have frequently had double-digit wins as they did during the regular season, and this is yet another 118-103 over the Timberwolves. Get back with some numbers that matter. The biggest number that matters is the Thunder lead the series 2 victories to none, going to Minneapolis as Target Center for Game 3 on Saturday. This is Thunder Basketball.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner and Edwin McCain. Along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
What if you could make your energy dollars go further this summer? Switch to OG&E Smart Hours and pay nearly half price for electricity for 19 hours every weekday and all weekend long. So go ahead, bake an extra batch, stream another episode, and make your evenings cooler. Just switch your energy use to the 19 daily Smart Hours to help the grid, the environment.
To every child and family who've needed us since 1875, and all who support us, our hospital needs no introduction. But just in case, it's SickKids. And it's our 150th birthday. Our mission has always been healthier children, a better world. The first children's hospital in Canada, SickKids. Pasteurizing milk to prevent disease 30 years before it was mandatory. The heart-lung machine that transformed open heart surgery. A pediatric kidney transplant in 1969. SickKids. SickKids and SickKids. We discovered the gene for cystic fibrosis so patients live longer lives. And we just created the world's first Atlas of Cancer using machine learning to analyze 13,000 variations. Today, the hospital sees over 130,000 patients a year. We're a research powerhouse, a training magnet, attracting nearly 600 clinical and research fellows from around the globe every year. And we're the #1 publicly funded children's hospital in the world. We're celebrating 150 years of excellence, driven by philanthropy. What's next? Thanks to donors like you, we're going to keep healing Canada and the world, and we're going to heal the future.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I want to thank you.
Thank you for supporting the kids' cut.
Thank you for helping us save kids' lives.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being... Thank you.
Man, Canada's doing pretty good around here lately. Making awards happen, aren't we? MVP SGA. Let's go, Canada. What's up, insiders? We have the MVP of the National Basketball Association is, yes, Canadian. That's right, from Toronto. Let's go. Well, Hamilton. Let's go, SGA. Congratulations on the MVP award. What a rise you have had in your career after committing to the Florida Gators, my Florida Gators, and then not going there and going to Kentucky, the rival. But hey, I like Kentucky as well. And then with the Clippers and now to OKC and tearing this league apart. Keep up the great work, SGA. 30, 40 points a game. NBA scoring leader this season as well. Thank you for being here tonight for game number 2 of the Oklahoma City Thunder hosting another random team in the NBA. Not the norm, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who got embarrassed in game number 1 by SGA and the Thunder. Please make sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're new. Turn on that bell. Share this link out. Let's get more basketball fans here in the chat. And oh, go check out on Twitter over here. Yep, point the right way, Mike. Over on Twitter, the congratulatory tweet from SickKids to our friend. And here, we'll read it. Congratulations to our friend and superstar, SGA, making us all so proud. NBA awards. SickKids Hospital, this is what it's all about. The Playoff Pulse campaign, where we're making a difference every single game, bringing fans together from all over the world. Canada, let's keep making it happen and let's keep getting awards. Let's go. Thank you, insiders, for helping us reach 100,000 subscribers and getting this awesome, cool play button. What a season it was for SGA. 32.7 points per game in the regular season, leading the NBA, and 7 straight years now that the NBA MVP has not been an American. Keep going, Canada and the rest of the world. Let's go. NBA MVP SGA. Let us all congratulate him in the comments. Make sure you leave your comments because we are proud to have the MVP rating from Toronto. Go Toronto, go. Go SGA, go.
3 of 9 shooting, 2 of 7 on threes, 1 of 2 from the foul line, grabbed 8 rebounds, had 4 assists, 2 steals, scored 9. J-Dub had a double-double with 26 points, 10 rebounds, his first playoff double-double on this run with 5 assists, 1 steal, 12 of 20 shooting, 2 of 6 from 3, missed the only foul shot he attempted in 39 minutes. He was plus 17. Chet Holmgren scored 22 points in this game with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 of 17 shooting, 1 of 6 from distance, 5 of 6 from the line. He was plus 8 in 32 minutes. Isaiah Hartenstein, the other starter for the Thunder, scored 6, grabbed 8 rebounds, had 2 assists and a block, plus 2 in 27 minutes. Off the bench, Thunder led by Alex Caruso before he fouled out in the fourth quarter. He cashed in for 9 points, 4 of 7 shooting, 1 of 3 from 3, had 2 rebounds, 2 steals overall with 2 assists, minus 5 in the raw plus minus. Cason Wallace again came up big with a steal and a block shot in this game defensively. Logged 28 minutes, scored 8. He was plus 10 in the raw plus minus with 4 assists, 3 boards, 2 of 6 shooting on threes. They both came in clutch in the second half. Isaiah Joe logged 3 scoreless minutes in this game. Kenrich Williams played a minute and a half of scoreless basketball, and Aaron Wiggins took 2 shots, missed them both in 10 minutes of play. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Thunder for the second straight game make right at 50% of their attempts, 45 of 90, only 9 of 33 on threes, 27%, 19 of 24 fouls, shooting 79%. Won the rebounding battle by 1 with 9 coming offensively. 30 Thunder assists tonight, a big number. They had 9 steals with 3 block shots. Committed only 8 turnovers for 10 points. Continued to do an impeccable job protecting the basketball on this playoff run. Thunder again big in the paint in Game 2, 58-44 over the Wolves. Oklahoma City outscored Minnesota in second chance points 14-12 and 16-9 on the break. 7 lead changes, 2 ties punctuated this one. Thunder pushed out to a lead as large as 24. Wolves led by no more than 2 as OKC wins Game 2 by 15, 118-103. Game 3 now is a full-on desperation scenario for the Timberwolves as the Thunder will look to all but lock this series up in a Game 3 effort in Minneapolis' Target Center on Saturday night at 7:30. Minnesota will be playing in desperation. We'll see what the Thunder have in store for the Wolves as a team that was outstanding in the regular season at 32-8 on the road. Thus far in the playoffs, they're 3-2. Timberwolves during the season on their home floor came up with 25 wins against 16 losses, and thus far in the playoffs, they're 4-2 at the Target Center. OKC up 2 victories to none going into Game 3 on Saturday. That'll be a 7:30 tip, as I said. 6 o'clock start for pregame coverage on the flagship station, 98.1 FM, WWLS, it's 410 in Oklahoma City, with a 7 o'clock start on the network for pregame coverage. Thunder and the Wolves from Minneapolis. The scene shifts. We'll see if the results do. OKC leads and holds a commanding advantage at 2 victories to none, entering Game 3 in Minnesota on Saturday night. I want to thank our on-site engineer tonight, Mike Mosteller, our statistician, Daniel Matthews. Josh Lee produces Thunder broadcasts, also at the controls the last couple of games, assisted by Preston Poole. Thanks to you for listening. OKC leads this Western Conference Final Series, 2 victories to none, going to Minneapolis for Game 3 on Saturday off of a 118-103 decisive victory on their home court tonight. This is Matt Pinto bidding you a good night from downtown Oklahoma City. Our postgame show gets rolling next with Gideon and Matt. Stay tuned for that. This is Thunder Basketball.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Are blooming across Riverwind Casino, and the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment. Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
Fridays don't start till Taco Mayo says so. Meet the new steak fajita empanada, loaded with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and signature Chipotle Ranch, handmade and cooked fresh to order. And every Friday, make an item fajita style and crank up the flavor like never before. It's Fajita Fridays, only at Taco Mayo. Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local.
If you've been injured in a car accident and need the concierge medical care you deserve, then you need Impact MD Accident Care. We'll get you back to the life you had before the accident with no out-of-pocket expense to you. And with 6 locations across OKC and statewide, there's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thunder postgame show, Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis here at Lively Beer Works Tap Room. We'll tell you about Lively coming up a little bit later on. Oklahoma City, this one, not necessarily the same start because Minnesota had a little bit more of a foothold, but in terms of the rhythm of this game, Matt, it felt very similar to game one where it's a game. You get down to about the 4.5-minute mark of the third, and it's over.
Yeah, the Thunder were plus 14 in that third quarter, and I really thought the offensive process was good throughout the game. It's just that the three-point shots weren't falling, and so loved what I saw from Dub tonight for the most part. Shea was ridiculous efficient, and let's head back to the Paycom Center where Mark Dagnall is addressing the media.
I want to just get your overall take on the second half, the dominant third quarter you had, but then also the way that your team was able to kind of just keep the scoreboard moving in the fourth quarter and prevent that from becoming a possession game late.
Yeah, I thought we did that in the first half too. I thought on a half where we shot 4 for 20 from 3, to have 58 points and to kind of pace offensively the way we did it, I think it speaks to the blend we were able to find. It felt like we were very confident and, getting to good spots on the floor, understanding, a continued understanding of how to attack this team. And then we did it again in the fourth. They threw different stuff at us. They were pretty aggressive on the ball. I thought our spacing and attacks were very good. We shot the right shots, made the right passes. So we can learn from it. It's a different look, again, that we can improve from. But I thought, by and large, offensively, we did a good job tonight.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Mark, I know the last 24 hours headlining story with Shea being the MVP, but when you see him out there before the game hoisting up that trophy, what does that mean for you?
Special moment, to share with the fans. I mean, the fans that are here tonight, those are like iconic pictures in history of the league, and the fans get to enjoy that and acknowledge him. And it's an appropriate time to say that in these 2 games, as well as the rest of the games, but our fans were outstanding, put the wind at our back in these games, and we're going to continue to need them.
Coach, Shea was good as always, but it sure seemed like Dub had an especially good game. How'd you look at him?
Yeah, I mean, he was really aggressive. He was efficient. I thought he chose the right spots to get to his spots and pull up, and chose the right spots to attack the basket, found good passes. I thought his floor game was very good, and he was very good again defensively. So a great night out of him, obviously.
Mark, with all that's swirled around Shea, for him to come out tonight and have the kind of not harried performance, it was just him. What does that say about just where he is at this point? And what do you like most about what he brought tonight?
He came ready to play, and we knew Minnesota off of game 1 would come out and play the way they did. They were putting us in closeouts. They were passing the ball, and they were sharp early in the game. And it's a pretty predictable thing, but it's not until you get out in the game that you're navigating it, and that's where you need guys to lead. And I thought he led tonight just with his approach and his force and his blend. He threw great passes down the stretch. The attacks Nick was talking about. I thought he had a good blend of attacks and early passes, and he kept the scoreboard moving for us down the stretch.
Coach, can you talk about the relationship between Shea and Chris Paul, what Chris meant to him, and what does it mean for somebody like that to show up and support tonight?
Chris was here? Oh, I didn't know. Well, I'm not like watching on TV like you guys are, so I didn't see him. I'll let Shea speak to it because he's got a better pulse on that. Obviously, he's lived it. But all I know is Chris Paul was here for a year, and couldn't have been more impressive in terms of his day-to-day readiness, his professionalism, and Shea was young, Lou was young, we had other young guys on that team, and he just walked the walk. And there's a reason he's played as long as he has. There's a reason he's played at the impact that he has for so many years. When you get to see him day to day and how serious he is about his craft, it all makes a lot more sense. So I have the ultimate respect for Chris.
Mark, when both Kaysen and Lou are out there together and Edwards is on the floor, you've kind of switched up which one of those guys has that primary assignment. How do you decide, when to put Kaysen on him, when to put Lou on him, and just how valuable is it to have two options like that?
Yeah, I don't do the matchups, so the assistants are handling the possession-to-possession matchups, and I don't know what the hell they're doing and why. But those guys, it's great to have two of them out there. And with this particular team, with Randall and Reed, McDaniels, there's a lot of wing size on the team that you have to account for, and Lou does well on those guys, because he can play underneath them a little bit. So we're able to deploy him in different ways, and you can't ignore Edwards in doing so, obviously. So having guys like Kaysen and Caruso that can handle that, even Dub, is a huge luxury. It lets us, keep fresh legs on the best players, and keeps us, a moving target in terms of matchups.
What do you think this team specifically learned from the Denver series? And is there anything you've seen over the last 4 days that is being applied from that?
Well, I think, offensively, that series really forced us to pivot very quickly. I mean, they threw a ton of schemes at us and changed them very quickly. And I think Minnesota's done that a little bit these first two games, and our quickness in pivoting to the next attack and recognizing what they're doing, I think, is better than it was at the beginning of Denver. And then I thought our resolve in that series, it was really what got sharpened. I mean, we had our backs against the wall, and had to respond multiple times, in that series. And now we have a different challenge. We're up 2-0, going into their place. We know they're going to play very aggressively, hard, comfortably, at home. And now we've got to have the mental toughness to go and rise to that challenge as we head to Minnesota.
Mark, we've been talking about these sort of signature killer runs, maybe more specifically in the third and fourth quarters all year. It feels like Minnesota is maybe especially susceptible to those. If you even agree with that, why do you think that is? And sort of, can you recognize at a point in the game when the team is loosening its grip, per se?
2 games is a really small sample, so I wouldn't read too much into 2 games, but we just try to stack possessions. I mean, it sounds, I know I pound that away every time you guys ask about stuff, but the runs are a byproduct of that, and I thought tonight we got good threes in the first half. For the most part, we didn't shoot it great, and we completed some of those possessions, and so, we got some stops. We were able to get out and run in transition, and then even on some of the loose plays in the early offense, we were able to get really, really quality threes. The guys stepped in, shot the ball really well, or much better in the second half, and, when the shots are going in like that, that obviously contributes to it as well.
Shea had a rough shooting half. The first half of game one has really been cooking since then. What stands out to you about the groove that he's been in over the last 6 quarters?
Yeah, he's just got an unbelievable ability to not be in a groove and get himself there almost instantaneously. You never feel like the next play is going to be a continuation of, a lack of rhythm or a couple misses. You always feel like he's always, getting himself going for the next possession. So just great mental toughness, great consistency. He's really learned the length of the game, and he's just never out of it, and so he had another really solid night. But I thought his force and his mentality early in the game, when we know we're up 1-0 and the team is going to play better, I thought that was, he really stabilized the game for us early tonight, I thought.
Looked like your small ball kind of picked the pace up in the second and third quarters for you, kind of get the pace going for you, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good so far in this series. We've mixed it in with Gobert on the court. We've mixed it in with, Reed and Randall on the court. They've downsized a couple times now, especially in the fourth quarters of these games. And so we've just kind of leaned into that. But we're going to need everybody to be ready to go. The series always evolves in unpredictable ways. And so we've got to keep all of our tools sharp, and we got to be able to put different lineups on the floor and have the guys deliver. But they've done a great job through 2 games.
Coach, you had Lou Dort and both J-Dub make the all-defensive teams. That was announced today. But when you talk about the luxury of whenever those guys go out, having guys like Kaysen and Alex Caruso, also guys, one that has probably the potential to be on one, and one who's been on all-defensive, just kind of putting those guys in whenever you take those other guys out.
Yeah, I mean, we got great depth and versatility on our team, and on top of that, a bunch of guys that are willing to play for the team and do whatever is necessary. And I thought the guys did a great job tonight. Edwards was, much more, he was loosened up tonight. I thought a lot of that was the way they were playing, and they really took on the challenge with him, and he really had to earn, he had to earn everything he got for the most part. Nothing came easy for him. He played really well, but having guys that are willing to make somebody like that work for their points and work for their production, that's huge, and I thought they did a good job of that tonight, despite Edwards' night.
Mark, I think most people would associate distractions with negative things, but you've had this last week with Shea getting the MVP. There's been some other things out there. What does it say about him and his sort of just mental toughness and ability to focus to have a performance like this when the stakes are this big?
We take great pride in having an environment that's consistent day to day, and it's been the same environment from when we were winning 20 games as it is now. And that's, I think, what we lean on in the ups and downs of the season and different events that happen. But with that said, part of what makes him special is the imprint that he's had on that environment and how much he's contributed to that environment and been a part of building that environment that we're now all benefiting from as a team.
Andrew Schlecht with The Athletic. You guys were able to limit Julius Randle tonight. What'd you like about the way you defended him?
I thought, like I said, Minnesota came out and they were sharp and they were attacking and they were, playing with a high level of pace and urgency and really tested us. And I thought, they got the best of us on some possessions, but for the most part, we were able to kind of maintain our game plan, with the main guys and also with the rest of their guys that are all very effective two-end players. So we did a good job, getting a counterpunch from them and being able to kind of take some counterpunches tonight. That was not an easy game, and they played pretty well in a lot of the stretches. And so we have to be ready for them to go to another level, like I said, as they go back home.
Yeah, Mark, I think through 2.5 quarters, I think Minnesota had only 6 turnovers. Did you like your defense up to that point? And at that point, all of a sudden, you had 5 the rest of the quarter and broke the game. But were you playing the kind of defense you wanted to before that spigot got turned on?
I thought Minnesota played really well, in their attacks early in the game and had us behind a lot of plays. I credit them. They made good adjustments in between the games, and they were much sharper. And we had to kind of catch up to that fastball, and I thought we were able to do that. But the turnovers are never like the outcome. If we're low turnover, it's really about what level of discomfort we're able to put on the opponent, and if that's inefficient shots or long possessions or making them work for everything or a turnover, we don't really worry about what the outcome of those possessions are. We're just trying to make sure we're taking care of what we can control.
You guys had, I think, 14 non-paint twos in the first half. I mean, are you going into half happy with how the offense is played?
I was aware of that, and I just thought, there was a level of assertive. I didn't think we were settling, and I didn't think we were stuck on those shots. Meaning we have a bad possession and we have to bomb one of those up. I thought we had really good shooters. Kind of playing with some force and some aggressiveness. Obviously, we want to have a blend. We want to get, to the rim. We want to get open threes. We have great mid-range shooters. Some of that was Caruso had a couple floaters against the zone. Hartenstein trailed in a couple, so those add up. But I thought generally the way we were attacking showed an improved understanding of the opponent, which is really what we were after tonight, and we just have to continue to do that as we navigate the series.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thanks.
There you go, head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Mark Dagnall. After a 118-103 win by the Oklahoma City Thunder, they take a 2-0 lead in the Western Conference Finals as the series shifts back to Minnesota. Matt and Gideon here on the Thunder Postgame Show. We would love to hear from you. Call us, text us. It's the same number either way, 405-900-9957. That's 405-900-9957. We'll feature your calls and texts coming up next. This is Thunder Basketball.
Fridays don't start till Taco Mayo says so.
Only Taco Mayo
Meet the new steak fajita empanada, loaded with tender sirloin steak, grilled onions and bell peppers, cheddar jack cheese, and signature Chipotle Ranch, handmade and cooked fresh to order. And every Friday, make an item fajita style and crank up the flavor like never before. It's Fajita Fridays, only at Taco Mayo. Oklahoma owned, Oklahoma proud. Eat local.
Concert information.
I got stolen by the
Crowder Grace and Glory Tour featuring Crowder. Sunday night, October 26th in Oklahoma City at Paycom Center. With special guest Passion Music, Louis Giglio, plus Carrie Job Carnes and Cody Carnes. Tickets and info available at AwakeningFoundation.com. Crowder Grace and Glory Tour, presented by the Awakening Foundation, a nonprofit organization.
Beats and Bites Festival is back again at Riverwind Casino, where good grooves and great food are on tap all summer long. Kicking off on June 14th with Josh Turner and Edwin McCain, along with crave-worthy eats from local food trucks. There's something for everyone. Get your tickets online or at the box office for just $10. Only at Riverwind Casino.
Dive into the excitement where the spirit of Thunder basketball meets classic diner delights at Boomerang Diner. On Mondays, start off the week with a winning deal. Grab a mouth-watering burger for half the price. On Fridays, feast on all-you-can-eat fish and make your Fridays truly memorable. And no matter the quarter, it's always breakfast time at Boomerang. Pancakes, eggs, and more, served all day, every day. Fuel up like a champ today. Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Stevie Nicks. One special night. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Stevie Nicks. Live at Paycom Center.
Taco Bueno is the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we've got a win for your taste buds. We're celebrating every Thunder playoff game with a free taco the day after. That's right, a free taco. Just mention your Thunder taco and enjoy a crispy beef or soft taco on us. No coupon necessary. It's our way of saying thanks for cheering loudly. Celebrate the playoffs the Bueno way. Only at Taco Bueno. With Mazzio's Mix and Maz, it's easy to get the things you love for the price you like. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, 8-piece boneless chicken wings, loaded cheese dippers, fresh chef salad, and the delicious brookie dessert. Pay just $7.99 each when you buy 2 or more. Pizza, chicken wings, salad, cheese dippers, and dessert. Mix and Maz your way to your favorite flavor combo today. Just $7.99 each at participating locations and for a limited time only. Order now at Mazzios.com.
Concert information.
I got stolen by the
Crowder Grace and Glory Tour featuring Crowder. Sunday night, October 26th in Oklahoma City at Paycom Center. With special guest Passion Music, Louis Giglio, plus Carrie Job Carnes and Cody Carnes. Tickets and info available at AwakeningFoundation.com. Crowder Grace and Glory Tour, presented by the Awakening Foundation, a nonprofit organization.
Big wins are blooming across Riverwind Casino, and the jackpots have never been sweeter.
Go all in on your favorite table games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment. Use your wild card for the best perks and the top rewards.
And play for your share of the $100,000 Lucky May Days giveaway. Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hey, this is Brian Geltzeiler. Wake up early with me in 2007 NBA Coach of the Year, Sam Mitchell, every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we break down everything NBA on Channel 86.
This is the Thunder Recap on WWLS, the Sports Animal. Sponsored by Lively Beer Works Tap Room. Now here's Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis on 98.1 FM. WWLS, the Sports Animal.
Hey, welcome in to the Thunder Recap here at Lively Beer Works Tap Room, 98.1 FM, WWLS. The Sports Animal, Gideon Hamilton, Matt Ravis. If you want to sound off on tonight's game, 405-900-9957, 405-900 WWLS on our Lucky Star line. You can also text in on our Johnny's Kitchen and Bar text nation line, same number, 405-900-9957. Be hearing from some Thunder players coming up in just a little bit. Right now, let's go ahead and start off with the phones, and Chuck is up first. Chuck, great to hear from you. You're on the Thunder Recap. Go ahead.
Thank you, Gideon. Thank you, Matt. Well, like the whole season and now in the playoffs, I've run out of adjectives. What impressed me most is that they did it from the very beginning. They didn't come in from a deficit and had a 24-point lead, and they sort of made a good run of it, cut it in half. I think Matt mentioned this in the postgame, that about roughly 2.5 minutes, it was down, and then Shastier had a three, and there's several turning points, but that's the one I remember. So I'm going to hang up and listen to the rest of the show, and I'll plan on talking to on Thursday night. Thunder up! Thanks.
All right, thanks for the call, Chuck. Great
Sounds
to hear
good.
from you. And up next is going to be Deuce. You're on the Thunder Recap. Deuce, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? Like I said, big fan of the show. My daughter and I went to the game again tonight. Man,
awesome.
Just the energy. I think the fans need to help to, I'm sure we all do appreciate how, loud it gets, but my goodness, it gets very, very loud, and the fans are great. And I just, I don't know what to say except for just how deep our bench is. We're so blessed to have that kind of depth. I mean, one night Kendrick Williams can be the hero, and next night somebody else can. And anyway, just, boy, 2-0. This is huge, guys, huge. I mean, you guys know that. I really think I don't want to overstep it, but, boy, this is the year, I think. I think we really can take the next step forward and, again, don't want to jinx anything, but, wow, what a big win tonight. Big win.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time, and love the show.
Certainly. Hey, I appreciate you calling in. I think a lot of people feel the same way that you do. So got up to 106 decibels tonight. I think that's anytime you can get up over triple digits, that's pretty good. And 106 is the highest I've seen it this postseason, and that's where it got tonight. So you guys were definitely loud tonight.
Blake is up next. Blake, you're on the Thunder Recap. Go ahead.
Hi there. Tonight was a great night. It was loud. It was rocking. The alley-oops were a little bit low level, but it was a great night tonight. I think we found a way to work the ball in and out, and we came out with a big win, 2-0. Like y'all said, let's go.
Hey, appreciate the phone call. I like the offensive process tonight. Missed a lot of threes. Missed a lot of wide-open threes. Didn't matter because what the defense did in the second half, but really like the offensive process tonight.
Let's head back to the phones. Phil is up next. You're on the Thunder Recap. Phil, go ahead.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
What's up,
Good,
man?
brother.
How are you?
How you doing?
Pretty good. I really liked the win tonight. I felt like Shea was just on fire. Felt like he was comfortable. So really pleased with that performance. And Jay Will just stepping up. But I will say the one thing that makes me a little nervous moving on to the next game is the bench points. Timberwolves bench showed up. Showed up, but not as effectively offensively, and I think that's a problem. But I'm excited for the win, but I'm just ready for Timberwolves to play better next time. I wanted to get you guys to answer a question before I step off. You guys are doing a great job, by the way.
Sure.
Do you think Finch will change up his starting lineup in Game 3 because the lineup that was out there in the fourth quarter looked like a effective lineup? But you guys are doing great, and just thunder up, and let's hope that they can capture Game 3.
All right. Appreciate the call, Phil, and we're going to answer your question coming up here in just a little bit. Right now, though, we're going to take you back over inside Paycom Center where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is addressing the media. Let's listen in.
Starting with you, how do you balance that fun with keeping this serious goal in mind?
Yeah, we just prioritize what matters. And, we've come to realize that you win games and all that other stuff comes after. And it's... You guys saw it last night with myself and Lou and Dub today getting recognition. When you win games and you do it together and you have fun out there, everything else, all the individual stuff you want, it comes with it. But it starts with taking care of business on a basketball court, and we know that.
Shai, congratulations. I remember in the bubble, just you and Chris Paul being joined at the hip. You kind of taking everything as a sponge. From your arrival here and joining forces with him in the bubble to now, how would you describe your relationship? What has he meant to you? It's kind of like a big boy, big brother, mentor, all and above. It was just, and in addition, what did it mean for you that he arrived tonight?
Yeah, he has been great. Like you said, not only like a big brother, mentor, but just like a friend. He's always there to lean on. He was the first guy in my life that I was close with that achieved the things that I wanted to achieve. And I really leaned on him for advice and not only basketball advice, business advice, taking care of your body advice, handling a family when they don't live with you. There's so many things that you deal with as an NBA player, especially of his caliber, that go under the radar. And his guidance with that has been great. And like I said, not only as all the mentorship and stuff, but just being there as a friend, he's been special.
And his attendance tonight.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing. Caught me off guard. I had to double take. I was like, who was that sitting with my wife? I got a little tight, but then I seen it was Chris. I was like, all right, cool.
Shai, you talked about those emotions early, just sort of almost wearing you down before the game even starts. Did you focus on anything particular to try to kind of get through that initial stretch of time? And then just overall with what you did individually tonight, what were you most pleased with?
Yeah, early I just wanted to lean on my teammates. I thought about coming out and forcing the first couple shots, but I was like, nah, it's probably not the way to go. I wanted to just let the game come to me. Like I said, lean on my teammates, play through them, play off of them. I think my first basket was a back cut from Hart, so I just didn't want to force the issue, let the game come to me. And then I'm pleased with the way we guarded tonight. We held them to 100 points, I think, and obviously they're a really good offense. So yeah, we did the job defensively.
Andrew Schleck with The Athletic. J-Dub had 11 in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see from him offensively and defensively tonight?
Yeah, stepping into his own, being confident, making big-time plays. I think we had they were coming back into the lead, and they had a fast break. He got a steal and then an and one. That was a huge play for the last couple of minutes. He's just coming into his own. And I knew this would happen. He's a great player, works hard, does the right things, and when you do that, good things happen for you.
Yeah, well, it was about 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. You had 8 points, and then you went on a little bit of a run at the end. You had an assist, a fadeaway over DiVincenzo, a three, a couple free throws. You had 11 points in the last 4.5 minutes. Was that conscious where you saw something or you felt like you were you want to be more assertive or whatever? Help you guys get an 8-point lead?
Yeah, not at all. I honestly just was out there playing basketball, trying to be aggressive, take my spots, try to make the right play. That's all that was. It wasn't intentional at all. Just try to close the half the right way. Closing quarters is so important, especially in close games, and the later in the season, the closer the game. So just want to take advantage of those moments.
Yeah, Shai, you've seen Lou put in the work year after year after year. He's been underappreciated year after year after year. What does it mean to you to see him finally get all defense first team?
Yeah, so happy for him. Nothing's made me happier this year in terms of our team. Lou's been what he's been this year, his whole career, and for him to finally get the recognition that he deserves is very special. And it's more impressive that like he just stuck with it throughout not getting it and just doing what's better for the team. He like diminished his role a couple years ago to do what's better for the team. Like he's just such a team first guy and puts that above all. To see him finally get some individual recognition for his hard work is very special.
Shea, how hard is it? I know you take one game at a time, but these games are coming fast and furious right now. How hard is it to not look at it and go, we're 6 wins from an NBA title?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Like all season long, we've like got into a habit and built like the muscle of just like focusing on the next game and worrying about what's in front of us. And it's no different in this situation. We're aware of where we are in the season, but we'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we kind of veer from what got us here, and that's what we prioritize.
Shay, you once mentioned my whole life is consistent. When you think about the younger teenage Shay, how proud of you are of that younger Shay that got you to that point of hoisting up the trophy tonight?
Yeah, I'm very proud. I'm glad he never gave up. I'm glad he listened to the right people, and I'm glad for those people giving me that advice that they did throughout the years. They know who they are, and I'm very appreciative.
All right, that was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his post-game thoughts after tonight's victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Shai played very well tonight from an offensive perspective. 38 points for SGA in this win. Phone lines open for you, 405-900, 995-7405, 405-900, WWLS. I know there's a few people that are on hold right now. We're going to get to you as soon as we come back from this brief timeout. We're also going to dive into the text line as well. We're having a great time here at Lively Beer Works Tap Room, just a couple of blocks west of Paycom Center. Great place to watch these games here at Lively. We'll tell you a little bit more about that when we return to the Thunder Recap.
Oklahoma, it's the mother of all Memorial Day sales at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge. Leave high car payments behind. You could get into any new Chrysler Jeep or Dodge with a lower payment and $1 down. It's our $1 down Memorial Day sale. Stuck in a car you hate? Think you owe thousands more than it's worth? Just $1 down could get you out of any loan. And no payments for 6 months. Let me repeat that. $1 down could get you out of any loan, regardless of what you owe. It's the mother of all Memorial Day sales. Through Monday night only. All new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodges sold for pennies on the dollar. Tag, title, and tax included, and all new sold during this sale. Oklahoma, just $1 could get you out of any loan and put you into a new Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge with a lower car payment. New ride, lower payment, and no payments for 6 months. It all ends Monday night. One location only. David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge, across from Tinker in Midwest City. Low payments for 6 months with Dash Financial. Dealer retains all rebates.
Really?
Really?
Really, really?
Really, really?
Dude.
Couldn't be realer.
Realer than that time you airballed a layup?
Hey, come on.
Okay, so you're being real?
As real as missing your flight if you don't have your real ID.
Ooh, dang. Really? That would mean
I'd miss Rusty's annual Myrtle Beach Redemption Tour golf trip.
Without a real ID, you could miss more than just your flight. Get yours before you go. No, really. TSA may be feeling generous after the May 7th deadline, but we can't promise their morning coffee was the right shade of brown. Just make your life easier and get your real ID, okay? This message brought to you by Service Oklahoma.
When you switch to Progressive and bundle your home and auto, you could save hundreds, and that's a surprising amount of money.
Whoa, that's like farmer's market money.
That's like give me a gallon of that locally sourced raw honey money.
That's certified organic heirloom tomatoes in every imaginable color except red money.
That's let's get 2 pounds of pink oyster mushrooms money. I'm not even sure I like pink oyster mushrooms.
Guess it's time to find out, because you could save hundreds when you switch to Progressive and bundle. Then the world is your pink oyster mushroom. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
This Memorial Day, turn up the heat with the Home Depot. Find the perfect grill and patio set to keep the cookouts coming all season long. Grill up a feast with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill, only $229. And complete your space with the stylish Glen Ridge Falls 7-piece dining set, now on special buy for just $499 with free delivery. Take your Memorial Day cookout to the next level all summer long with the Home Depot. See homedepot.com/delivery for more details.
Oklahoma, it's the mother of all Memorial Day sales at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge. Leave high car payments behind. You could get into any new Chrysler Jeep or Dodge with a lower payment and $1 down. It's our $1 down Memorial Day sale. Stuck in a car you hate? Think you owe thousands more than it's worth? Just $1 down could get you out of any loan. And no payments for 6 months. Let me repeat that. $1 down could get you out of any loan, regardless of what you owe. It's the mother of all Memorial Day sales. Through Monday night only. All new Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodges sold for pennies on the dollar. Tag, title, and tax included, and all new sold during this sale. Oklahoma, just $1 could get you out of any loan and put you into a new Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge with a lower car payment, new ride, lower payment, and no payments for 6 months. It all ends Monday night. One location only. David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge, across from Tinker in Midwest City. Low payments for 6 months with Dash Financial. Dealer retains all rebates.
The difference maker in tonight's game, sponsored by Air Comfort Solutions. Visit aircomfortsolutions.net on WWLS, the sports animal.
We're back here at Lively Beerworks Tap Room for the Thunder recap here on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal. You can always listen to our programming on the Sports Animal app as well, thesportsanimal.com. Matt, this is a great place to come and watch the game and then hang out afterwards. Anything before, during, after the game regarding Thunder basketball, whether it's at home or on the road, Lively's a great spot.
No, so many great people here. Like, you just come in and watch the game, and I've had this experience several times this postseason. Come in there, and you go back to the back where they've got the big projector on. I'm like, oh, I know 10 different people in here, and just a really wonderful atmosphere, communal atmosphere. Even if you don't know people here, you will not walk away without friends. And then also need to tell people they've got free hot dogs before the games for you, so if you get here early and watch them that way. And then $2 off the core beers here at Lively Beer Works an hour before the game that goes through the duration of our entire show. And so this is not only a good place for you to start and head into the Paycom Center, but you can watch the game here and then celebrate afterwards here at Lively Beer Works.
And if we take 8 more phone calls on air, Matt Ravis will wear a Church of Thunder bandana on his head to Game 5.
Tupac style, like we said last time, or can I wear it?
I think we can give you the option of wearing it as a regular bandana, but not a headband.
Well, my fiance was sporting that tonight to the game, and I think she got a bunch of compliments on it, so I think I'll look pretty cool.
All right. Let's go ahead and tell who the difference maker was in this game today.
I mean, could go with a lot of different players, but scored 38 points on 21 shots. I thought Shea was brilliant tonight. Was able to get to the free throw line quite a bit.
15 times.
15 times, which was only 11 fewer times than Minnesota as a whole was able to get to the free throw line. So Shea was fantastic tonight, and was wondered how he would come out looking tonight after winning the MVP, but didn't look any different at all to me. He was just tremendous.
No, and that's one of the weird things about this game that I know they're talking about on the other broadcast right now, and that is, okay, so you come out in a zone, where's the trapping part of that? You know what I mean? So you know that has to be discussed right now. I mean, that's great because the Thunder really didn't make any